Give me the. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, TGIF. We're excited to get this show on the road. We're live here in the Furniture Zone studios. It's very comfortable.
I love the fact that we can do a show where there is a couch and I can take a nap. I told our bosses yesterday, I said the only reason why we're going to Furniture Zone is because I want to have a nap. And they're like, what?
Curt, you can't take a nap today because we have a packed show. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's the only thing that's preventing me from doing that is there's so many guests that are coming in that I don't think I can just sleep for even 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Would be nice, right?
Well, you know what? If you really need a nap, I'm going to make sure that you get this taco and you can just eat that instead. That's actually from a local restaurant, and Stephanie and Mark, the owners here at Furniture Zone, made sure that we had some delicious breakfast, and they know we love tacos.
You know, I didn't sleep last night, and I didn't eat this morning because I knew it would be all taken care of today during the show. No.
So you didn't sleep last night, and you didn't eat last night, but hey, everything is going to be able to be taken care of today, so there's that. That's awesome. So let us know, what do you have going on today? We're excited to be here in Dickinson, Texas, right off Dickinson Avenue. It's a local furniture store. In my opinion, I think it's the best furniture store in the world.
It is. And here's the best part about what's happening today is the store is open. Usually they don't open until 10 o'clock, but it's open right now. The doors are open, and you have a chance to come in during our show and register for a $500 gift card for furniture. So share this video out and tell a friend, hey, if you live near the Dickinson area, even if you don't live near the Dickinson area, you have 2.5 hours to get down here to Furniture Zone, register for this gift card, register for a chance to win $500 of furniture, and they'll announce it at the end of the month.
Yeah, if you live within 2.5 hours, you have no excuse. So even people that live in the Austin area, if you live, if it's a 3-hour flight,
Ooh, get here.
Yeah, Oklahoma is only about, an hour away, 45 minutes. You can get to Dallas. I mean, there's all people should be coming from all over the world.
I saw that they had a supersonic jet now where you could get from London to New York in an hour.
Really?
So I feel like you can get anywhere in that 2.5 hours to come
I'm waiting
down here.
for them to build those trains. They keep saying, hey, you can go all the way to Dallas in 30 minutes.
Right.
First of all, that seems really fast and kind of scary, but I would definitely do it. I don't have many reasons to go to Dallas unless the Rockets are going to beat the Mavs, and that's about it.
Well, we were talking yesterday about that shop, those resale shops in Canton.
That's true.
That would be the only reason why I'm headed to Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas doesn't have anything else that Houston doesn't have already. I mean, a winning basketball team.
Houston has it.
Right.
Check.
You got a better football team than the Dallas Cowboys.
Depends on who you ask.
I'm gonna get so much grief for this. And then you also have you got shops, you got better tacos. I mean,
oh, that's 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
And we don't have to deal with tornadoes.
Yeah.
I feel like Dallas gets tornadoes. My worst experience of Dallas, I'm sorry we're on this subject, but getting stuck at the Dallas-Fort Worth airport is the worst. The worst.
Hey, I had where was I coming from where I got stuck in Dallas, then we had to drive back? I was coming from not Nashville, maybe from Tennessee or somewhere like that, right?
Right.
And our flight, due to weather, got moved to Dallas, and we're like, hey, you're on standby till whenever. And so we just rented a car and drove back, but it was terrible. And that was just a bad memory of thinking of the Dallas airport and that experience.
So we say all this to tell you that there's nothing Dallas doesn't have that Houston does.
And they have Furniture Zone here.
Yeah, they have Furniture Zone and KHEA Radio.
Yeah, so we said all of that to say this. You're welcome to come to Furniture Zone. Come hang out with us. Maybe we'll put you on the couch next to Curt. Maybe we'll let you have one of their cookies. They have some cookies and snacks. There's some breakfast tacos until me and Curt eat them all. Maybe you can sneak one away from Curt. I don't know.
Yeah,
Fight him for it.
There's tons. I walked over there. I was like, Mark, how much do you think we eat? There was 8 tacos over there for each of us.
Well, I ate mine first, and there was actually more. You know how many tacos I can eat.
Right.
Yeah.
But these are tiny tacos.
So here's what else I was doing. I was doing my new technique, and y'all need to try this out. If you are a messy eater, this may be for you. If you like hot sauce, if you like salsa, green sauce, red sauce, just take a sip. Don't dip it in, Curt. Don't be a savage. I'm telling you, what you do is you take a bite of the taco, and then it looks like a little glass, like a tiny little glass of salsa and love. You just pick it up, boop, take a little sip, take a bite, boop, take a little sip, and I promise you it's mess-free and maybe the best idea that I've come up with in my life, which I don't know if that's sad or good.
That sounds like the adult, like, you know, those memes where it says 2039 Gardy's got it figured out. Like, that's what it is. It's like, what have we been doing? Or I've been this many years since I've learned how to do this.
Yeah, I've been messing up. So, hey, let us know what you guys got going on. Good morning, Kim. We appreciate you taking the time to tune in. And here's Nanette. She shared it out and tagged a friend. That's awesome. Gina, good morning. She said, Mamacitas. We had the opportunity to meet her the other day when we were on air with Pierre, and we had some delicious catered, again, Mexican food. It always comes back to Mexican food for our area.
It was
and there's
great.
Nothing wrong with that. So let us know what you guys got going on. Let us know when you share this video out. We're going to be talking to Stephanie with Furniture Zone. Maybe we can sneak Mark over here on the couch as well. We're also going to be talking to AJ's Meat Market.
AJ's Meat Market, and then KHEA Wellness in Dickinson. So this is an entire show about Dickinson. So here's the best thing that you can do as well. Share this into the talk of Dickinson. I'm still banned from posting into groups.
Yeah.
So if you can help me out, that'd be fantastic.
There is one group you can post in, and it's because you're an admin of it.
But it's the Talk of Taco group.
Well, yeah. If you hold up this taco into the camera, then we could justify sharing out this into the Talk of Taco. But anyways, if you are not banned from posting in groups,
like Kurt is
feel free to share this in a group
week.
And then come visit us, because Furniture Zone does this really cool thing, and you talked about it a little bit, where you can sign up for a $500 gift card. You can come every day.
Yes.
We want you to come in now. Come hang out with us.
And the address is, oh man, it's
You
on
had the
Dickinson
graphic
Avenue.
pulled up?
I thought I had a graphic pulled up of the address, but it just has the website and the phone number. So maybe call the shop, 2350 Dickinson Avenue.
Boom.
You can't miss it. There's
Bada
a big
bing.
sign that says Furniture Zone.
Bada boom.
But yes, so come on down, sign up for that $500 gift certificate. You can watch KHEA Radio and do their show. We'll shake your hand, maybe give you an autograph, which is worth absolutely nothing. So come hang out with us.
You know, has anybody ever asked you to, like, sign a taco or a piece of food?
No, not yet.
Somebody told me the other day, and I see Jennifer Fuller on here, who runs Bay Area Houston Food Lovers. So shout out to that group. We love Jennifer.
Yeah.
Whenever I think of somebody who knows food, I think of that group first of all, and Jennifer, because she has has a storied career when it comes to writing articles and doing a lot of cool things and putting on events with food. So hit her up. But somebody has said something to me the other day that made me think. They were like, "You're kind of like a foodie," and I'm like, I don't know if I'm a. Do you think we're foodies?
We've been called foodies, but it's because we do this. We have
but
food.
tacos. I feel like okay, I'm a taco connoisseur.
Would you be a talkie?
Yes,
Is that what it's called?
those are chips. You can probably get them over at Oaxaca, which is in Dickinson as well.
Is this an empanada?
No, my gosh. So, hey, y'all pray for me. Just keep
It looks
I also
good.
feel like
It's like closed up.
Kurt's this close to probably making the biggest mess on this beautiful brand new couch that we have been
Should we not
fortunate to
be
use
eating
on.
on this couch? If I eat on it, then I have to buy
Stephanie
it. Right?
looked over there, and she's like running and diving towards the napkins and just like about to throw them over you. So, again, this is 99.5 FM. It's KHEAradio.com. This is Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11 a.m. We're going to be talking to some local Dickinson businesses. Feel free to share this video out. Let us know, what do you have going on today? Yes, we're going to have AJ's Meat Market on, and I'm excited. I'm excited for everything going on. So let us know. We actually we're blessed with the owner, the operator, the brains, the brawn, everything that makes Furniture Zone happen. We have Stephanie Kovich here in her own studios.
My own studio.
How's it going?
You look really comfortable.
How's your arm? Because you had some stuff.
To hold this thing.
She's just like, I'm here.
I'm here.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Well, thank you for letting us have our show here today.
Y'all are welcome.
How's your arm doing? I know you had some surgery.
It is doing better. It still is pretty sore. It's been pretty miserable, but
Yeah.
I'm making it.
Yeah. Business doesn't stop.
No, it does not.
Giving back to the community, it doesn't really stop for you either.
No, never does.
So we sat down together and did a personality test. And my friend sent me this yesterday. Kurt hasn't done it yet. But
I feel like I couldn't do it because I'm gonna lie about it. All the personality tests, you're like a super genius, and I'm like, I am a super genius.
I think they take that into account. They're like, it says like,
It
are
gives
you?
Yeah, yes, no, maybe.
Yeah. So
Oh, I'm putting yes on everything.
But you don't want to put yes on everything
Some
because
of
then
them
you
are
may
no's.
be.
See, I purposely like that. Those are the hardest things. And like, I remember in high school, you had to take those tests, like those personality things, or like to find out your career stuff.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm sitting there thinking, like, if I answer it this way, what is it going to be? Like, how is it going to do? And then I got freaked out. And I'm like, well, I answered yes on this one. I have to answer it yes on this one. So it never really like truly shows me what I want because I think like ahead.
I think it takes it into account people like you trying to smart.
Yeah, and
the
it asks
system.
some of the same questions, just a little bit different. So
Yeah.
I don't think that you could actually.
Like cheat it
Cheat
out.
it.
Yeah. So for that test for you, it came up with
Type 2.
the type 2, and it was mentioning
pretty spot on.
like giving back to the community.
Mhm.
Sometimes not
I-
taking care of yourself and putting others' needs.
Before my own. It was
Yeah.
very spot on.
Why do you do that? No.
I don't know. I've always been that way. And also something else that said in there was that I'm always the last to ask for help whenever I actually need it. And I
Yeah.
know y'all can kind of remember after I had surgery and people were like, what do you need? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people that's ever been, hey, come help me do this. So
You know, I think that's one of the reasons why we love Furniture Zone so much. It's not because you have the greatest furniture in the first place, but I was just about to say, like, it's not because you have great furniture. You have great furniture, first
This
of
couch
all.
is the best.
Yes, but also because you give back to the community so much. You know, you talk about the opportunity that we had in December where we went and blessed somebody in the community with an entire house full of furniture. Or when you look at the fact that every single month you give $500 of furniture away to somebody. And again, just a reminder, you can still do that today. If you come into Furniture Zone, you can actually register to win $500.
That's cool.
you can come in. We have the this is what you fill out.
Easy.
So
No trick questions.
Nope. All we ask for really is your name and your phone number. We won't solicit you. If
Yeah.
you win, the only time we'll call you is if we pull your name out at the end of the month.
That's
And
that's
we'll let
awesome.
you come in as many times as you want throughout the month and fill one of these out. No purchase is necessary.
Yeah, so if you are watching right now, share this out to tell your friends that they have this opportunity to come down today, get a $500 a chance to win a $500 gift card. They'll draw it at the end of the month, but that's happening today. It's open right now. You can come on down. You do not even need to purchase furniture in order for that to happen.
But if you are looking to purchase furniture, you can come check out everything that they have here because y'all have a ton of stuff here.
The showroom's on the smaller side, but we have a ton of stuff. If you like us on Facebook and follow our Facebook page, we do have a Hot Buys album right now that I think we're up to like 140 something items that are in it that are in stock, ready to go. They're marked down to great prices. So we have tons of stuff that you could come in and choose from.
So y'all have almost everything here because I think of like there's pictures like on the wall that are for sale as well. There's rugs. Like what else? Like if someone comes
have-
in, what do y'all carry?
Accessories, we've got bedding. We carry like the accent pillows or little things that you can set around your house. We have outdoor furniture,
Everything.
bedroom furniture, everything.
Did you always know that you were going to be an entrepreneur? Was it always furniture?
I've been doing furniture for so long that it was just what I knew and what was comfortable, and working for other people for so long. Finally, I was like, I could do this all on my own. Why am I doing this? So I just...
Yeah. Was it harder than you thought, or was it about what you expected?
There's days where it's harder than I thought. I mean, it's owning your own business is a roller coaster, and there's definitely days where you're going, oh, but you just keep pushing through. We've been blessed with everybody in the community and just word of mouth and people coming in to support us.
Yeah, and then your sister, I know she works here too as well, right?
She does, and I don't know what I would do without her being here because it's smooth sailing. She knows what I like and what I don't like, and is really good at making sure things run smooth while I'm not here.
Awesome. So we are excited to be here. We're at Furniture Zone today, right here in Dickinson, Texas. If you haven't been, come hang out with us. Let us know what you got going on if you're watching on social media. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, feel free to stop in. Swing right down the street. We were here the other day for an event called Freedom Call, which was at the high school, and it was a lot of fun. But I love the Dickinson community. There's something that's still small town, and then they have like other businesses where you can access to like Houston's right there. I
Right.
don't know. Just this part of town and Galveston County in general, I love everything about it.
You know, we were driving through the other day because I've started using Highway 3 a lot more than 45 because right now
I wonder why.
45 has been a mess. But it's kind of cool to come down Highway 3 because there's a lot of cool stuff along Highway 3. There's even like is it a theater or something over there?
There is. That's the Bay Area. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but speaking of giving back, they just called and asked, we're going to donate a dining room set for some play that they're having.
That's
It'll
cool.
be based around a dining room table, so
So they have plays like a theater play.
they do.
Is
They
that
have
for
different.
people of all? Because Kurt's a character, and I've been trying to get him plugged.
You
into
should go
some
try
plays.
out. I have the lady's name. I could get you a
Kurt,
meeting.
you'd be a great actor.
A meeting.
Can I audition as the table?
Wow.
It has to feed.
Yes.
It has to seat 6 to 8.
Oh yeah, he
I
can see
feed
like
6
12.
to 8.
Up to 12 easily.
I feed 6 to 8 every day.
You feed? Oh, yourself?
Yes, 6 to 8.
Eat for 6 to 8.
people.
You know, up and down the street, I know there is Delta Life Fitness, one of the neighbors. I think there's a dance studio. There's
That's beside us.
even like a mulch, like a really cool place where you can go get all of your like mulch and rock and landscaping items as well.
There is. There's a dog groomer down there. There's all kinds of stuff down here in the
Where do you
strip.
take your dog? Do you groom your dog yourself? What kind of dog
I
do
do
you have?
not. I have corgis, and they go to. She's not in her own business. Her name's Angela. It's Angela's Paw Spa, and our dogs love her, and she loves the dogs. They even go stay with her whenever we go out of town.
Okay, we're gonna play a little game of true or false. Are you ready?
I don't think I have any other choice. Okay.
I like this. Okay, I'm pumped.
Okay.
True or false? Do your dogs have their own Instagram?
True.
Okay, the game's over. That's all I just wanted to get. I just followed your dogs on Instagram.
My dogs also have their own room with their own beds and their own portraits
Oh my
above
goodness.
their beds.
I finally bought a leash for my cat
Why?
Why?
so I can take it for walks.
Does it walk on the leash?
I haven't been able to get the leash to like stay on yet.
Your
Like,
cat would escape 100% if you tried to take your cat out. Oh my goodness.
I've
Which
seen that
Which
dog.
camera's on?
Here, I can put our camera on.
Look at this. So this is an actual portrait of your puppies.
That's a picture that Angela took of them in their room on their beds with their. I'm a little extra.
Maybe so, maybe not. I mean, that's up for interpretation. Who did you have commissioned to make these
I found
portraits?
online. It's ilovepaws.com, and I sent them pictures of them, and they sent them back. And then whenever I uploaded this picture and I tagged them, they reached out to me and they were like, "Can we use the picture for marketing? We can send you some free socks or free something." So I had to. It was
Did you get the socks?
not yet, but they did
Okay.
say they were going to send them to me. Whenever I get the socks, I'll totally send y'all a picture of the socks.
Okay, that's cool.
Can I get a pair
Sure.
of her socks?
With my corgis on them.
Yes.
So they can print.
They can print your cat.
Oh, he doesn't like the cat that much. He's been trying to let it go.
I love Pip. Don't make that about
Oh, okay.
Pip.
His name's Pip.
She's Pip.
Oh, she's Pip.
Ouch! Just got a little touchy subject there. He's-
Yeah, it's definitely a touchy subject. Hey, Tracy from Cupcake Cache in League City said, need pupcakes from Cupcake Cache.
they
I do.
have those.
Okay, so we used to buy puppy cakes for their birthdays, and the person who made them, they're not open anymore, and I have not found anybody in this area that makes them. And so my daughter learned how to make dog cakes, and she made one for Stevie's birthday was last. But if they make them, then I will be a regular customer because we have birthday parties for our dogs. I'm not lying.
So what are the other names? What are the names for the puppies?
Cooper, Callie, Stevie, and then we have Tucker who he's been staying at Angela's house because he's a little bit wild.
This taco's getting messy over here.
It is a
I
little
brought
bit.
you some napkins.
Yeah, he hasn't used them. They're still here. But we are hanging out at Furniture Zone. If you haven't been yet, feel free to stop by. Check them out on social media. You can look at the video, the link in the description, and you'll be able to find out the address, the phone number, and come hang out with us. We're going to have a good time. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. Again, we're at Furniture Zone. Thank you, Stephanie, for letting us. Was that an easy decision, like whenever we ask?
Yeah. I love y'all's show, and
Yeah.
you know that I'm always down for whatever.
Cool.
You know, it took a while for you to fall in love with our show. It took a while. I'm still kind of hurt by it.
It was the Claritin that helped me.
But it still took even after the Claritin.
It was so chaotic whenever y'all came in here. I think wasn't that?
It was just right after Harvey.
Yeah, it was post
It was
Harvey.
probably
and
like
it
6
was,
months after Harvey, and people are coming in buying furniture because their houses are finally getting done.
Was it before Harvey or was it after?
It was
Harvey?
after Harvey.
Because we didn't
Yeah.
start until after Harvey.
Are there people that you run into that are still coming in to make purchases for
There
for
are,
Harvey?
and there's people that still are not back in their houses that they're
Mhm.
waiting for either insurance or grants, and still sleeping on blow up mattresses and
Yeah.
or buying things, one at a time.
You know, for people who are maybe just tuning in for the very first time on 99.5 FM or on our Facebook page, KHEA Radio, what is Furniture Zone? Can you kind of describe what you offer here in just maybe a few words? Is that hard to do?
Well, it's hard to put it into a few words when people ask me that. We're just a local family-owned and operated furniture store. We have access to over 40 different vendors, but we can get a little bit of everything. Since our overhead's lower, we can save you money from going to the big box stores, and I mean, we try to support local as much as possible.
Okay, here's something else, and this is changing the subject, but it goes back to food because it always does. Whenever he was asking what Furniture Zone offers, it reminds me of my idea for you, of course, Burger Zone, where you have a restaurant and it's hamburgers.
Yes, and furniture, but I don't know how the smell. We'd have to have the Burger Zone separate than Furniture Zone.
So whenever
That's how you drive people to Furniture Zone. You pump that smell into the air,
Yeah.
just like those other places do.
There are a lot of people do make foods, or they've got certain scents that they put in because it's been studied that certain scents trigger people's mind to want to buy.
Wait, is that why y'all have the cookies?
Maybe. But there's other scents that we don't really. But it's been proven that there's certain scents that do.
Yeah. So yeah, Burger Zone, hopefully coming soon. We see that you are actually a really good cook. And whenever Curt told me that there were tacos coming in this morning, I was wondering, and I asked him. I said, I wonder if she's making them because I haven't had the opportunity to eat any of the food that you've made. But you posted on the internet or in the Bay Area Houston Food Lovers group, and it looks awesome.
I haven't been cooking much lately with the broken wing, but
Hey, your
I'll
kids
get
have been
back
picking it up.
They
though.
have been picking up, and they've been cooking a lot of things. The first couple weeks we had people bringing food over, and now they've been stepping up and helping us make things.
Yeah. So was that a shock, or have you always known, hey, your kids can kind of cook? Because it looks
My
delicious.
son, it's not shocking because he loves to cook. My daughter does not really like to cook. She could care less, and she's still not very adventurous in what she eats. So I think to her it's just, hey, let's go to Chick-fil-A and I'll get some chicken nuggets and French fries.
Yeah.
I saw that your sister said earlier, I think she was a little worried. She wants to know how much does that microphone weigh because you were holding it in your other hand.
Oh, is this more than a pound?
I don't think so.
I don't think it's more
I
than
think
a
we're
pound.
cleared. I think we're
Yeah.
cleared.
I don't think it's more than a pound.
So
So
that you have
I
some
cannot-
major limitations.
Yeah, I cannot lift anything heavier than a pound for 6 more weeks. I can't do a lot of, I can't try to open a
Jar or anything.
So
So, but your kids and your Mark, have they been helpful?
they have. Mark has been out of town. He actually just got back yesterday. He's been gone for about a month.
I saw the
So-
door dashes that he keeps getting. Isn't it DoorDash?
A little spoiled.
I know. I was thinking, I don't forget,
Stephanie sending you stuff.
I almost said, Stephanie, why are you just sending it to Mark? Why aren't you sending it to me? I was kind of jealous because
Here's what's happening. I think she's setting the bar high for your expectations. For one day when you get married, you're going to be like, no, this is what you're supposed to do. You send me stuff every day.
Right.
You cook
Yeah.
for me amazing meals.
There's
and
no
you own a furniture
excuses
store.
to not have food anywhere you are.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Somebody has some really, really big vans to fill.
They have to be red and black too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. DoorDash. I need it. I need tacos and I need... What did you have the other day that you sent him? There was some drinks. Was it Dairy Queen or something?
The Whataburger shake or the Dr. Pepper
Oh,
shake.
yes, the Dr. Pepper shake.
Have you tried one?
I haven't tried
I
it, and
saw
now I'm
his
scared
review.
to.
Yeah, so apparently Whataburger, which is like a very Texas thing, and I love, usually everything from there. I don't do that much dairy, and I don't know if I would necessarily order that. It's a Dr. Pepper milkshake. Is that what it is?
Dr. Pepper milkshake. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people say that it tastes like a float, but I'm not a float person. Like the ice cream and Coke in there is just not my.
It would almost be just like a root beer float.
The only thing is, I guess ice cream with milk, because whenever you think of Dr. Pepper, Texas, Whataburger, Texas, combining them, it seems like it would be perfect, but for whatever reason, I'm like milk and Dr. Pepper together. But that is what a Coke float is.
Yeah.
And I guess I never really thought of it that way.
But I've never been a Coke float fan, so I don't think that.
Are you an ice cream person, though?
I like some ice cream.
Okay.
But I'm kind of with you on
the dairy.
Cheese. I love cheese, but
it's different.
Yeah.
Cheese is its own food category.
Kurt's face lit up. I'm gonna have to go back.
I don't drink milk just because I don't. It's just gross.
So, Furniture Zone. Going back to Furniture Zone because we're getting a little sidetracked a little bit on talking about food, which is okay. I'm okay with it.
Well, then why are you stopping us from talking about Whataburger milkshakes?
I just wanted to know so that people who are watching and listening right now, you have the $500 chance to win $500 worth of furniture today that we're doing. But you also have, stuff coming up. So what's next for Furniture Zone? What do you take from here today going forward?
Well, the $500 gift card, you can enter that every day. We do the drawing at the end of every month. It starts over every month, so you can come in and fill that out, like I said, as many times as you want. And then as far as going forward, we always have different sales and things like that going on. We follow holidays. We did just have our 3rd birthday. That was in March. I was still recovering, so I didn't really post about it or.
So what you're telling me is the dogs got the birthday. The dogs are more than the business. They need like a big celebration.
Actually, we will have a birthday party here, but I think we're gonna wait to do it in September. Is that what we decided? And we'll probably do the taco truck and have Jumps R Us do some bounce houses and.
Hey, have you heard that Jumps R Us is hot dog approved?
Yes.
Did you know that?
I did. I think they were going to do a commercial.
I almost got sad when they said that they were going to dial it back a little bit. And I was like, no, you can't. That commercial was so great.
But that's your sister's business, right?
It is.
So, I mean, where did you and your sister get that? Because y'all both have like the very entrepreneur. Did you get that from your parents?
My parents were very hard workers. My dad worked at Pine Drive for 27, 28 years before he just
2 weeks
retired.
Ago
till like 2 weeks ago. And then he came over yesterday. He said, I've got to go up to the church and help them take something off. I was like, Dad, you retired. We had a retirement party. But they have always just worked very hard, whether it been 2 or 3 jobs to do whatever they could do to take care of us. And I have 4 older brothers and then Jessica and all of us but one.
You have 4 older brothers?
Yes. Oh. 2 live in Mississippi. They actually, whenever Lenny's sub shops opened, they bought a couple franchises in Mississippi and Tennessee, I think. And then they own Brady's Seafood and Steakhouse. It's in Pascagoula, Mississippi. And then my brother has his own, the one that lives here, has his own little marine safety business, and works for a marine safety company and has been doing that for a long time.
So pretty much everybody is
does,
running a business.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We're all entrepreneurs.
That's awesome. Because that's, it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I'm finding out, trying to do some business stuff as well. Like, apparently you have to do taxes.
You have to do taxes. And it's the deadline. We're coming up on the deadline for taxes. I've been stressing about that since I wasn't really 100% whenever I needed to start getting things together. But people always say, oh, it must be so great owning your own business. And it is great. There are lots of rewards, but there's also people don't realize the behind the scenes and how much work it actually takes and how many hours in a day you actually work. And when somebody messages you and asks you for something, it's hard to find that time to disconnect and, oh, we're closed, I'm not going to answer you right now, I'll answer you tomorrow instead of answering today. So I don't think people really understand the full how
much work it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you kind of remind me just from the arm right now. There's another a local celebrity in the area. He actually plays football.
JJ Watt.
JJ Watt.
Curt.
Everybody keeps asking me if I'm trying to be like JJ Watt.
Yeah, well, that's what I was like, man, somebody who gives back a lot to the community, always doing something, a real-life superhero in the area, JJ Watt, Stephanie Kovic, and now you got...
He hurt his arm, though, playing football. I hurt my arm not
Can you share the story?
making my best decision. And so this is the third time I've had surgery on my arm.
Ouch.
I originally broke it. I fell off of my kid's hoverboard,
Mhm.
and I had to have a total elbow replacement. And it wasn't done properly, so they went in a year later and did another total elbow replacement. That was in 2017, and I was fine. And then, lucky me, had a spontaneous rupture of the extensor tendon and the ligament that connects to my radial head, and so I got to have surgery number 3.
When you say a total elbow replacement, like they're
I have a
replaced...
fake joint in there
Wow.
that looks like I'll probably have a picture of it.
So if we were trying to promote hoverboard, this would not be the spot for it.
No,
Yeah, it seems like that
we
would be...
We don't like hoverboards much.
Yeah, did you get rid of that one? It's like, this
Yes.
goes in the trash. Never
Yes.
again. Yeah.
So
Well, a total elbow replacement. And how long are they expecting you to go through this recovery process?
well, I have 6 more weeks of not being able to lift anything heavier than a pound, and I've got 12 weeks of extensive physical therapy to try to get I just got my wrist. It was all secure to where I couldn't move it, and I just got it free last Friday. So I've got to learn how to move it again a little bit better. I can't do better than that. And
My favorite part about everything is that you still have your watch. You still have the watch on under
because
that.
it gives me I couldn't wear it for 6 weeks, and so last week whenever I went to the doctor, Jessica kept telling me they're not going to let you take that wrist brace off, and I was like, yes they are. So I charged my watch and put it in my purse the night before because I was going to wear my watch.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to put it back on, and I finally got to wear my watch.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say that I think that your recovery process hopefully will go quicker than expected, and
It's been a little bit rough, but
this will be hopefully the last time you have to deal with any of that. Oh, and there's a picture.
You want to show the camera?
The joint. So if you're ever wondering what goes into these kind of surgeries, this is a behind-the-scenes look and a first-hand experience from Stephanie.
yes.
Don't do hoverboards.
No, do not
I
hoverboard.
feel like there should be an age. Like if you're over the age of, I don't know, like 16, please be very
Whenever
careful.
the first time that they did surgery, whenever I was going to physical therapy, probably about 60% of the people that were going through physical therapy with me were because of hoverboard injuries.
Are you serious?
Yes.
My goodness.
I'm never getting on it. I feel like we should do like like it would be one of those like
PSA?
things like a Curt does something, Curt does this, kind of thing, like giving birth to a child
I
or
thought
something.
you were going to say like a PSA, like, please, adults, stay off of hoverboards. One in 5 adults have been injured from hoverboards.
Silly adults. Hoverboards are for kids.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty
I mean,
much.
and kids probably will heal a lot faster than an adult will.
Dr. Chapa says their bones are still rubbery, so there's that. That is a
Oh,
thing.
look, there's Bill.
So,
Hi.
yeah. Right now, we are live at Furniture Zone. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. Feel free to share this video out. Ask some questions. We're going to be talking to some local Dickinson area businesses, some local people that are doing some really cool things in the community, and we're excited to share those things with you today.
I smell food. I smell really good
Probably
food.
his yummy food.
Hey, have you ever had some of the
I love
food from over there?
AJ's. I love it. Y'all have to go have his burger.
What do you get?
I love his cheeseburger is so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty good, man. Your
Yeah.
dad comes in all the time.
Yes, he does. And then he'll come get them and he'll bring them to me too.
How you doing this morning?
I'm good.
All
How are
right.
you?
Good. Nervous, but good.
Don't be
No,
nervous.
They talk you through it. It's easy.
It's going to be great. So really fast before, because we're going to have you back on here after, like, I think between AJ's and KT
Okay.
Wellness actually is going to be in later today at 10:30.
Mhm.
The question that I had was in Dickinson, right? Like there's so much to do. Why is Furniture Zone in Dickinson?
I mean, this is the area that I grew up in the Galveston County area. Dickinson didn't really have a furniture store. Leak City had several, and then you go to Webster and you've got several more. So I just wanted to be in the area where I grew up so I can give back and help people get furniture without having to pay ridiculous prices.
That's important. Yeah.
Yes.
And having filling a need
Right.
that is not there. I feel like it's just smart, a good spot. And then if you know people and you grew up here and people know you, it just
Right.
makes sense. You can keep giving back to where you're from.
And that's what I like to do.
I love it.
How can people find you? Where's your address, phone number,
The
social media,
address
social
is-
security number, all of it. Let's go.
The address is 2350 Dickinson Avenue. We're in the same strip center as Duo Winery and Delta Life Fitness. The phone number is 281-309-9663. You can find us on on Facebook. It's the same.
I'm just kidding.
Gardy is throwing me
Sorry.
off over
Don't-
here.
My apologies.
You can
about
find
the
us on
Wi-Fi.
Facebook. It's Furniture Zone TX. We have Instagram, the same Furniture Zone TX, and then our website's FurnitureZoneTX.com. And if you need the password to our Wi-Fi, it's 281-309-9663.
I thought that was the phone number.
Did you know there's a thing on Facebook if you run a page that you can actually like put what your Wi-Fi password is?
I saw that.
And I almost did it, and
Don't
then I
do
was
it.
like, if Scott ever found out,
Yes.
I would probably lose my job.
We'd all get in trouble. There are things that like have to stay running on our Wi-Fi, and so it's like it's not like a free. We do actually have a spot like in the front where if somebody wanted Wi-Fi at our place, they'd be able to get it. But like it's KHEA radio, specific for KHEA. The bandwidth needs to be this much, and then we have, it's a whole thing that we don't even know all about it. But anyways, this is KHEA. Stephanie, thank you for joining us for now.
Y'all are welcome.
And again, thank you for letting us be here today. It's going to be an exciting day.
I just saw down here that Mary just asked, and I'm sorry I'm late to the party on this. Why does Curt have a Furniture Zone shirt on? Look, it looks like he works there.
He
I've
needed a
done
side
that.
job.
I've done that before, where I've gone to like places and they're like, "Hey, kid, can you tell me a little bit about your company?" I'm like, "Yeah, I work for Furniture Zone. It's in Dickinson. We do furniture." I did. We were talking at Gulfway Plaza, and I was wearing a Furniture Zone shirt, and they're like, "What's Furniture Zone?" And I'm like, "Well, actually, it's a furniture store in Dickinson." And they're
The
like, "Do
best
you
furniture
think?"
store in the world. They said they need to come to Gulfway Plaza. We said yes.
Yes, and so we said,
agreed.
"Go. Here's your address. Go find her. Go tell her that she needs to come to Lamarck." Because how great would it be if they had Furniture Zone in Lamarck, and we could just go and hang out every day after the show with free cookies and couches.
I agree. That would be amazing. So it would be the Dickinson location, the Lamarck location, maybe a Galveston location. There's all kinds of snacks. There's cookies here. And we come every day that we do come here, we always get cookies. And today there's some tacos.
And then the final thing before we bring on our next guest, Madeline says, "Good morning, Curt and Gardy. Is Ethan there today? If so, good morning." So because Ethan's not here today, we can't have a good morning. Because that's what she said, right? If so, good morning. If Ethan is here. No, Ethan and Jennifer, who are interns currently, they're back at the studio. Jennifer's getting trained on how to operate the board, Jennifer Hogan. And so I'm super excited to be bringing on a new intern. So Ethan's doing some intern training for us. So that he's back at the studio today.
Ethan's awesome. I love Ethan. Ethan has been very good to the radio station. He's learning very well, so I'm excited to see him surpass us in our radio knowledge.
Don't make me fire him again. Don't make me fire him. Yesterday, if you missed our show yesterday, somebody said, "Hey, won't it be cool to see, like this guy that you've been training up, one day you give him all this knowledge and then he replaces you or like goes off to something bigger and better," right?
Yeah. Well, I talked to Ethan yesterday and I mentioned that to him, and he said, he's like, "Well, even if y'all did fire me, I think I've learned enough here where I could go and work somewhere else." We're like,
Oh, curse you. I guess you have to stay unemployed and maybe sign a non-compete clause for like a 600, 700-mile radius.
600, 700 years.
600, 700. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Ethan, you signed that, so sorry.
Do I love Ethan more than Curt, Mary?
No.
That's an excellent question. Oh, it's just she wasn't talking to you.
No.
He was like, no, I love myself way more.
Yes.
We're training Ethan up. One day he may take the reins here from somebody. Who that person is still to be decided. If he takes Curt's job one day and Curt
Maybe.
gets moved into janitorial, I don't know.
Wow.
Like-
as long as they get to keep the same pay. pay grade for that, then I'm okay.
We'll discuss it.
Okay.
We'll discuss it.
So, you know who is trying, maybe possibly would have gotten an internship with Stephanie today. I see her. She's over there talking to our guests, like warming them up, telling them about telling them, hey, you can get onto your phone right now and you can share this to the AJ Meat Market page on Facebook. Look, I'm trying to walk her through that and be like, hey. See, look, now I'm helping them understand like how to do it. So you also say things like, hey, we are a family-friendly radio station, so we can't talk about like things like alcohol or anything like that and promote pricing. So those are just things that we talk about as look, she's doing good. Ethan, you might get fired and replaced today.
You know who else is doing good?
Mark Kovich.
Yeah, he is. I'm looking back there.
He's ate like 8 tacos.
You were like, Mark, why'd you get so many tacos? Where'd all the tacos go, Mark? They're good. So if you want to come hang out with us today, hey, that's cool. We'll be able to let you to show you some tacos, maybe if there's any left, and hang out. So we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have KHEA Wellness in studio. Curt, can you share exactly what KHEA Wellness is?
I'm not going to do a really good job. They test.
Here's a new segment where it says Curt describes businesses that he doesn't know too much about.
Woo, I think. Well, I know a little bit about their business, but it's one of those things that it's like really awkward for me to talk about. I don't know why.
Why is that?
But they talk about testosterone, and I can't say that word.
That's why
say
it's
that
awkward.
word. Say that word 3 times fast. Testosterone.
Actually, a wellness center, so you can go there to get
all kinds of stuff.
treatments like testosterone, hormone for women, weight loss center.
We're gonna be
weight
learning about all
loss.
that.
Skin tags, just to make yourself feel good and feel better.
See, these are things that we're
Perfect.
going to be learning about.
Hey, has he shared it yet? Is he ready? Okay.
So, Curt, back to this segment. Can we see
Okay.
Curt explains.
So they do testosterone. Oh my gosh, I cannot say that word. This is going to be the worst interview at 10:30. Tune back at 10:30 and find out how many times I can mess up this word. Wellness. You're also going to be talking about things like weight loss and women's health as well. So that's what we're going to be talking about at 10:30.
I'm
KHEA
excited.
Wellness in
I'm
Dickinson,
excited.
which is right down here on Main Street, like 517, right? Is that Main Street?
No, it's 518 is Main Street. 517 is 517. But if you are heading down there, like on the way to Highway 3, it's
Yes.
before you get to Murray's and before you get to
Dickinson Barbecue.
and Ziegler's. So it's on the left if you're coming from I-45, and it's a brand new strip. It looks brand new. There's some other businesses that are there as well. So we love to go and learn about new businesses. We love to learn about businesses that have been there for years, and this is going to be an opportunity for us to talk about KHEA Wellness and what they offer.
We've actually been to their shop as well before, so we can talk a little bit about that and kind of what they do there and everything. So it's gonna be fun. Can you say the word for me?
Testosterone?
Testosterone.
Yes.
I don't. Did I say it right?
That time.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
chorizo taco. Did I say it right that time?
Yes.
Okay,
The best you've said it in a really long time.
I'm trying because we're on camera.
Curt, I don't know. You seem like you got a little funny whenever you messed up with. Are you okay?
I'm a little concerned that I
another
messed
taco?
up. Whew, I might need another one. I'm gonna eat this other one. But I think we're gonna bring AJ's Meat Market on. Are you ready? He's nervous.
No, he's good. He was letting us know all about
So this is your microphone.
KT, and so right now we're gonna learn about AJ's Meat Market. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing great today. How you doing?
Thank you for hanging out with us. We are excited to have you in to learn about everything that's going on. So first of all, can you share exactly where is AJ's Meat Market?
And AJ's Meat Market is on 517. The address is 4908 FM 517. We're about a quarter mile from the Dickinson High School.
Okay, if somebody has never been to AJ's Meat Market, they walk in, what can they expect? What are they going to see?
The smell barbecue right away because we use all natural wood burning smokers, and then just see a meat case full of fresh cut meats, friendly staff, very good atmosphere.
How long has AJ's Meat Market been in Dickinson?
I established the store in 1995, so we're going on our 24-year anniversary in August.
Wow, that's a long time.
It's a long time, man.
Yeah.
Started from a dream just to, open a business to take care of my family.
What are some differences from 24 years ago and then
now?
today?
None. I have not skimped on quality. I haven't changed any of my values. Everything's the same as when we started.
Awesome. So you're going to smell barbecue? Because whenever I think of a meat market, I'm like, oh, can I just get meat? But you can actually get food there as well.
Oh, for sure, man. We have actually 4 disciplines I have at my company. We have a barbecue restaurant, steakhouse. We have a full-service meat market. We do catering, and we also do wild game processing.
Okay, whenever you say wild game processing, so like if I went hunting, I could drop off something.
Sure.
And
yeah,
then,
if you were to go deer hunting, goose hunting, wild boar hunting, anything like that, you could bring to us, and we would process it accordingly to how you wanted it.
so we met a gentleman the other day. He goes by the name
Wild Bill.
Wild Bill.
Okay.
And so he likes, boars, wild boars, and he was talking about all this wild game, and even to the point where he was talking about raccoons. And for me, I was like, really? He was like, oh yeah, I can make some raccoon tacos. This other. Is there any kind of animal somebody brought in? He'd be like, hey, we can't do that. It's too wild.
Well, man, I think anything within the law we can do.
Fair. Touche.
Because we've had some pretty amazing little creatures, man.
Yeah.
We've done probably pigs for somebody. We've done emus, snakes, man, alligators. It just goes on.
We've actually had, there's a place in Houston. It's called Sammy's Wild Game Grill. It's actually moving locations right now.
Right.
But they do like kangaroo and everything. And so we had a kangaroo burger, and it was delicious.
What is something that you've processed or had that maybe somebody's like, are you sure? But it's like, no, it's really good. You need to try it.
I would probably say the emu.
Emu?
Yeah, that's a really crazy looking animal, but the meat really tastes like beef. It's a very tasty meat.
What does the emu look like? Does it look like any other kind of animal?
Ooh, it looks like an ostrich, but ugly. Yeah, very ugly animal.
Wow.
But they're prehistoric, man. They've been around a long time.
How does somebody prepare that?
It's honestly, man, emus were thought to be the next big thing, and they were going to extract the oils from the emus to make makeups with, and then the meat was very high in protein and lean, so it just never really kicked off like a lot of people thought it would.
Yeah. But like even like tacos, like an emu burger, like how would they do that?
I think maybe like a little steak or something. I know we processed a lot for Lady, and we turned them into just steaks and sausage and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And the fellow that was talking about the raccoon, we would never do anything like that, but I'm sure that if you're really hungry enough, you can put enough seasoning on anything to make it taste good.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm just eating my taco.
I know. We're just.
Well,
I'm
don't
just
eat too
waiting for
much,
you to-
man. I brought some homemade boudin that my son made, some smoked sausages that my son made. So.
Hey, are there any local, cook-off teams? Is there anybody? I know there. If you've been
There's
there for
tons of
many years-
cook-off teams that use us solely for their meats for their competitions.
I think
Can you
we've
give
met
that
some.
out?
Give what out?
Give out who uses your meat.
Well, some are top secret, but there's a few teams.
Yeah, I feel like you probably shouldn't say.
Yeah,
Because
they want that competitive advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to say yes or no, but you can nod your head if I say a name that uses AJ's meat market. Los Primos.
That name sounds familiar. Yes.
Okay. Awesome. He said yes. Well, they just won last weekend at Galveston County, the Grand Masters.
Yeah, the Galveston County was last weekend. That was a big thing.
You keep saying Grandmasters. You're making up these new
Grand
trophies.
Grand Champion, but I like Grand Master because it sounds like a war game or like a.
I know. Whenever we were talking to them, I know that they said I think for that one it's just like the overall winner because some
They
of them,
posted on their page that Los Primos did and said Grand Champion.
the Galveston Fair did.
No, Los Primos did.
Oh, okay,
So that's why I'm using it from.
gotcha. Take it away, Kurt.
I was just saying that. So, where is AJ's Meat Market located?
We're just kind of like right past Main Street on 517. We're about 3.25 miles away from 146 if you're coming from 146, and maybe 5 miles from 45.
What made you want to open an establishment like this?
Well, man, I had a lot of experience in the industry, and then with a young family, I really needed to get serious about being able to provide for them.
Yes.
Dickinson did not have a meat market at the time or a barbecue restaurant, and I just felt, it's a good place to open one, and it's done well.
How has Dickinson changed in these past 24 years?
A lot, but then again, not so much. There's been a lot of growth, but the small town feel of Dickinson is still there, but there's a lot more population than there used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody
Yeah.
said that your hamburgers are the best in Dickinson.
I think we could go, maybe Galveston County.
Galveston County?
When you order a hamburger from my store, you're going to get something that nobody else does. The meat that you get in your hamburger was ground fresh that morning by my son or myself, and the meat comes right out of the meat case. We go over and we weigh out a half a pound of ground round hamburger meat out of the case. take it to the kitchen, make a hamburger out of it, and it's delicious.
It's cool.
So, and then what are the ingredients on that hamburger?
It's 100% pure Angus choice beef and salt and pepper and garlic.
That's all you need, right?
That's all you need. Like in our sausages, like we sell tons of sausage, and what makes our sausage different than everyone else's is what we do not put in our recipes.
And like at other places, what I mean, like when you say what we do not put in, what do they
It's
put in?
so horrible, man. Do not read the ingredients list. You will not eat processed sausage ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's full of mechanically separated meats, sodium nitrates, all kinds of badass preservatives that you do not need in your body.
Mm-hmm.
And like the sausage that I have for you today to try, it has 3 ingredients. It has beef shoulder, pork shoulder, and seasonings. Nothing artificial, nothing unnatural.
And then what kind of cheese are you putting on that cheeseburger? We
have selections of cheese, from Swiss cheese, American cheese, 3-pepper habanero cheese, Munster cheese. We have Boar's Head deli meats and cheeses in our store.
You know, I'm a cheese connoisseur.
Okay.
And I have told Gardy this before because I don't think he's ever had it before. Is Munster cheese is the best cheese they ever have.
I do like Munster, but I only like if it's melted.
Melted Munster. I've only liked Munster from Cabot.
Okay.
Cabot makes one without the orange shell
Okay.
on the outside, and that's the one that I like.
Have you ever tried the ghost pepper cheese from Wisconsin?
No.
It's delicious, man. It's so hot.
Do you carry it at your
I don't carry it, but I have it in from time to time. I have a family member that has family in Wisconsin, and when he goes and visits, he always brings me back some ghost pepper.
So besides the meat, do you carry other stuff like cheese and other items?
Oh, for sure. I have a full line of Boar's Head deli meats. That's our delicatessen that we choose to carry because it's the best.
Mm-hmm.
And then 48 feet of showcase of meat that we prepare daily. A dine-in restaurant if you want to come in, have a steak, a burger, barbecue. So we stay busy, man.
You know, one of the shows that I really love is AP Bio. It's on NBC, and one of the students in that class, their parents own a meat market as well, and they like show scenes of them like cutting up the meat and making taking the pig and how to like digest get all the meats out of the pig.
Right.
Is that what this place is as well, where you can you take the whole animal, you come in and cut it up, and you're early in the morning, late at night, making sure all the meats are together?
Well, for sure, it's early morning, late nights, but I don't. This is going to sound weird because I have a butcher shop, but I don't kill. I don't want to kill animals. So the animals I get in, they've already been slaughtered, which means it's called hanging meat. So it comes in quarters, big chunks that we break down. Just didn't want to get in the part where people bring me live animals to kill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I guess, are you a hunter at all?
I am not a hunter. I'm not. I'm a racer.
Okay. What is that as far as? What does that mean?
My hobbies are racing cars and motorcycles.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so if I have any free time, that's what I'll be doing, not hunting.
And I've never really talked about this with him before, but I feel like Mark Kovich is probably into that as well because he seems to collect Mustangs. And then he always goes to these races, like drag races and stuff.
I love the smell of fuel. That's my thing.
Are you a big NASCAR fan then?
Man, I like all forms of racing, but my passion is probably motocross.
Even horse racing?
I do like horse racing.
Okay.
I do like to watch horse racing.
It is the original horsepower.
Yeah, it is.
Just wondering. I don't know.
I don't know if you've ever ridden a horse at full speed, but it's quite an experience to be on a horse while he's running.
No, the only opportunity I had to ride a horse was like at a camp when I was a kid, and they said I was too big.
Yeah.
So
Really?
Well, it was a pony, I suppose. And maybe I was too big. I don't know.
Wow.
I was like 9 or 10. They're like, "You're too big." I was a big kid, so I missed out on that one. But thanks for bringing it up.
Sorry.
that sounds like a sore spot right there.
Yeah. So, you come into AJ's and you've been there for 24 years. You can have like hamburger, steaks. What kind of sides do you offer there?
Oh, man, just the normal stuff like baked beans, pinto beans, potato salad, okra, french fries, green beans, corn, potatoes, man, just all the normal stuff.
Are those things that y'all prepare there
Every day.
as well?
Yeah, and all kinds of desserts.
Mac and cheese?
We do mac and cheese, macaroni salad.
What kind of desserts?
Man, dude, we got tons of desserts from triple chocolate brownies to different cakes to cobblers.
Okay, and you said 24 years ago you started, family, I need to provide, what am I going to do? Start going down this path. And now you mentioned a bit ago that your son is there working with you.
Oh, yeah. He's 26, man. He's there with me every day. It's great.
So he was just a baby, like whenever
he was 3, man.
It started.
Yeah, I remember I had set a goal to have my store open by the time he started first grade.
Yeah.
So I just started pumping it, man, and then I got it open by the time he was 3.
Yeah. So he's grown up, and that's
He's
what
grown
he's
up.
known.
He's known that his whole life, yeah.
So
Yeah. He's ventured off and he's done other things. He's done other trades. He's done other work. But he came back to his roots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And with him growing up in it, like, is there ever going to be a point where he surpasses you?
He's the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Is he a better cook than you?
Oh, yeah, man.
He
Like,
is?
I have customers now, it's like, hey, we don't want you cooking our steak. We want your son to cook it. I'll be like, go ahead, son.
Yeah.
And his name is Adam Jacobs, so he comes by AJ's, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did AJ's get its name?
Okay, strangely enough, I was young, man. I didn't know what to call my store. I just know that I had to get this place open and work hard. So I named it after my children. I have an Aubrey, a Jacob, and a Savannah, my 3 children. So there's your AJS.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Ah.
I like that.
Yeah. And they've all worked for me. I mean, my daughters, they still come in and do catering jobs with me, and they have their own little careers, but they still come and help out Dad all the time.
Yeah. So 24 years have gone by. What do you see for the future?
Man, nothing but good things in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And whenever Harvey came and hit this area, Dickinson was
Dickinson
hitting
was hit hard, man. It was. And as hard as it was to see everything, I really saw something I hadn't seen in a long time, was a bunch of people helping each other out. Strangers helping strangers. It was really a good feeling to see everyone helping everyone.
Your store's right on the street that made national news and everything, because that was the area that people could get to get video of and look down the street and see it. Did you guys take flooding as well?
To live in this area and have a home and a business, I was lucky that only my home got hit. The meat market was saved. We didn't get any water in the store. We were on a little hotspot right there. The fire station, the meat market, and the high school surpassed getting flooded. So we were able to provide food for people during this process. We were putting out food every day. We were loading up our trucks with sandwiches. Boar's Head Lunch and Meats, Boar's Head as a company, they sent down thousands of sandwiches to my store for me to give out to people in need. And we did. We loaded up trucks and went everywhere.
I saw that video. It was posted on a Facebook page. Somebody came down and shot video of what you guys were doing, and it looked like thousands of sandwiches that you were passing.
Oh, it was every day. It was 300-400 sandwiches a day easily, like all day.
And why did you decide to do that?
We didn't have no choice, man. We had to help people. Like, there was people that needed help, and we could help, so we did.
That's what I like about Dickinson businesses like Stephanie and AJ's, is it, in those times of need, they kind of reached out and helped.
Yeah, that's important because, are you from this area originally?
I moved to this. No, I'm not. I moved to this area like in '92.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, we've been here for a while now.
But I moved to this area for a reason, because I wanted to come to a small town to raise my kids. Small town atmosphere.
Yeah. So now, where Harvey's happening, Boar's Head, that's not a cheap meat. That's like one of the
it's the most expensive
nice
meat you can get. That's what my store's all about. I have a
Yeah.
gourmet meat market. If you want something cheap, you just need to go to the grocery store. But if you want the best quality steak you can get, then you come to my store.
You brought some of it with us right now.
I did. I was just wondering how those tacos were holding over on you, man.
I'm already empty over here.
Oh,
I need
wow.
some more
Okay,
food.
okay.
I think Gardy, are you down to eat some more food?
I'm going to try some boudin,
Okay.
you said, right?
I have some boudin. I brought my mild and spicy. So
Just don't tell Stephanie. I think she stepped away and she's not paying attention anymore. So just don't tell her that we're going to be eating on her couch.
all right. Well, whoever gets it's going to get a discount because it's going to be used now.
I feel like this couch is now the value just went up because
You know what?
Gardy and I sat in these couches and did our entire show live on the couch. So
As
now
seen
it
on
has to
Kickstart.
be like, where's that price tag? I need to adjust it.
If you guys could maybe sign it with a Sharpie right here on the cushion, that would definitely bring the value up.
Hey, Mark, can you get us a Sharpie? He's shaking his head no. He's saying no. No,
He'll
not
bring
at
it over
all.
in a second. Okay, yeah.
By the way, if you are watching right now on Facebook, we are live at Furniture Zone. If you're listening over the FM at KHEA Radio 99.5 FM, we're broadcasting from Dickinson, Texas today, live on location at Furniture Zone. You have an opportunity to come today and register for a $500 worth of furniture from Furniture Zone, and you can actually do that every day, but today we want you to come down. You can actually say hi to us if you're watching online right now, or if you're listening in your car. Come on over to Furniture Zone at Dickinson and sign up for that $500 gift card that you can win $500 worth of furniture.
That's a lot. You can get a lot. I think you can even get this. I don't know where the price went, but speaking to you and you being a business owner here in Dickinson, and talking to Stephanie, can you explain to someone, I guess, the difference whenever someone goes to your store and purchases there? Where do those funds go to? Like, why should they support a locally owned business?
Well, for one, I think small business is what drives our community. And when you support a small business, you're not making some CEO richer. You're not getting some big executive, some big bonus, man. You're supporting a small family.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you should support a small business just because they're a small business. A small business has a responsibility to put themselves out there and make their quality, their product, as good, if not better, than anywhere else they can get. That's what drives people to come to you.
Okay. And then you keep them. You get them if they want to support small business, get them in the door, and then they can actually meet you.
Oh, yeah. I'm there every day, man. And if they have questions, we're very knowledgeable about any kind of cooking questions, any special cuts anybody would need, just like Stephanie would be on, supplying someone's home with furniture, what they need, what they like.
Yeah, what are
choices.
Some other places in Dickinson that you have gone to and you're like, hey, people need to go check these locally owned places out?
Let me think about that, man. That's kind of a tough one. I know KHEA Wellness has just opened up. They're a great little shop.
We're talking to them later in the show.
That's cool.
Yeah, going up and down 517, like a lot of those businesses after Harvey, they either relocated or didn't open.
Yeah,
again.
Harvey was very hard. Devastated Dickinson very bad,
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of stores that closed and have not opened back up. There's a lot of homes that are flooded and people had to move. So it's changed Dickinson substantially.
Did you get your house redone? I think you mentioned that you got.
I'm not all the way through putting my house back together, but I'm a very humble person, so I'm good. My house doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
I'm good.
It's a process, huh?
I feel like as an owner at AJ's, you're trying to make sure that place continues to grow and thrive.
That's the important is the company. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What other kind of stuff do y'all offer there? Do y'all do I think I saw and I may be making this up, like a pork chop sandwich or do y'all?
Oh yeah, man. Anything you were to come to my store and ask for, we're a meat market, so we can provide it right then.
Wow.
Pork chop sandwich. If you were to come in and say, hey, I want a 30-pound suckling pig roasted, I got you covered. We just did that. Actually, we did that last week for another restaurant. Another restaurant contacted us to roast a pig for one of their parties. Yeah. So.
I see, by the way, I have to correct one of our interns who just said today only for a $500 gift card. No, we're asking people to come today, but you can actually stop in every day and register for a $500 gift card. They draw it every single month, which is fantastic. So it's $500 worth of furniture every single month that you can win.
You mentioned processing alligator, and is that something that y'all carry at the meat market, or is that a specialty?
It's a specialty order. It's not something I carry all the time. And alligator we haven't done a lot of alligator. That's something that, that's hunted with tags and it's very strictly regulated. So just the tail meat is kind of the deal with alligators.
Yeah, I
really don't like processing reptiles, to be honest with you.
Why is that?
I just don't. I don't like snakes. I don't like alligators.
Just because it's kind of like, snakes.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to eat a snake. I don't eat alligator. It's weird.
I don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
I'll eat some alligator. I started watching the show Swamp People a while back, and then I was like, this is very entertaining. And now, for whatever reason, I'm talking with an accent and wanting to eat alligator.
So I have a friend that has these creative, crazy ideas, and he came up with wanting me to make some alligator boudin. Mm-hmm. So we just did that about a month ago, and it tasted good. It did. It's just a little weird.
Yeah. Would you eat that, Kurt?
Alligator?
Boudin.
Boudin alligator? Or just boudin?
Alligator boudin.
Oh, okay. So alligator comes before the boudin.
You put the boudin casing and you shove the alligator in there with the rice and whatever else y'all use to make the boudin.
Just cram it all in there.
Yeah. I don't know. How does alligator meat taste?
Oh man, it's kind of hard to describe. I don't want to say it tastes like chicken because it has its own unique flavor, but it doesn't taste bad. It's just the mental thing, like I'm eating an alligator.
See, I feel like if I said, yeah, I'll eat one, Gardy's going to make me eat one.
Hey, if you don't want to eat alligator, that's more for me. I like it just because of what it is. It's kind of neat. See, it's like it's a beast,
It's a beast, man.
Man, I've had some fried alligator, It's delicious.
See, here's the one thing that I don't understand about alligators and crocodiles, right? Like, to me, I think they're vicious animals, right? Like they're eating stuff. But I've seen like people just like there was one they had it was like kind of like a prank, but they had the alligator sitting in the house, like it was a pet, and I was just like, what? How is that even possible?
I don't know. I think people who know the animal probably look for signs, and they know when they're aggressive or when it feels threatened. I honestly don't. I don't know. But yeah, I've seen stuff like that too. Or not Steve Irwin anymore, but there's these people, they go out there with the animals on the shows, and they're like, "Oh, he's fine. I put my hand in his mouth."
Watch Alligator Fails on YouTube.
What's his name?
No, just like Alligator Fails. It'll be showing people
fail.
that try to tame alligators and they have their arms ripped off.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I always think of the Happy Madison.
Yeah.
With the guy with the
right.
fake hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how. I don't want to be near alligators.
One thing about alligators, I know they said that their jaws closing are like powerful, but like for whatever reason, if they have their mouth closed, like the opening, they don't have the power. So like me and you could hold their mouth shut if it's shut, but once it's open, hey, yeah, you can't. Once it shuts, like that power is like ridiculous. It'll rip off your arm.
But you did bring us some food.
I did, man. I want to see if you guys want to try some of this.
I like some spicy stuff.
All right, here comes some.
Are you a big spicy fan?
Oh, look at
I
that.
am a big spicy fan.
Yeah.
We have so many different types of peppers at the store. We have ghost peppers, man, Trinidad's, all these crazy exotic peppers that run into the millions of Scoville units. As
Hey,
far
what
as
is
heat goes.
what is the units? How do you measure the heat?
It's called Scoville units. And just to give you an example, a jalapeno pepper will have about 50,000 Scoville units.
Yeah.
Where a ghost pepper will have like 1 million Scoville units.
Oh my
of
goodness.
heat. So.
I went to HEB the other day on their like spice section, and I had no idea how they measured heat, right?
Right.
And I got some of this, I can't remember what it was, but I was trying to do seared tuna, like I little tuna things.
Oh, that sounds good.
Man, yeah, you would think it would, but I didn't know. It was way too hot. I wasn't able to eat it, but I really wanted it, so I ate it and I powered through.
Right.
But man, I was miserable. I was miserable because it was way too hot. Yeah. So that's how they measure stuff. Curt, have you ever seen that before? Like something on the unit scale, like how hot it is?
No, I've never seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the picture of the food.
So there is some boudin in here, and it looks good. This is from AJ's.
Some spicy boudin, and then some
We got
mild smokeless.
mild spicy boudin, mild boudin, and then we got some mild some sausage as well. So he's cutting it up into some little pieces right now. Let us know, have you been to AJ's before? Does this look good? Hey, if you show up and Curt don't eat it at all,
You know, man.
myself included, then we'll see. So which one's is this one the spicy?
Yes, those two there are the spicy.
All right, so I'm going to try this out real quick. Curt, does this look good? Oh, it smells amazing.
That was just made yesterday about 5 p.m. So
Yeah.
it's as fresh as you can get.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna watch him describe it to him. Okay,
My
so
mouth is full right
his
now.
mouth is full. You can see it. He's talking about it. What does it taste like? Can you describe it?
Let me finish doing it.
He's like, let me finish. Let me finish. So we just tried this awesome, delicious food. Take a look at that. That meat looks good. You know, I never had
Look.
boudin.
If you look at the sausage right here,
Okay.
you'll see there's not mystery pieces. It's just meat. If you go to the store and you buy sausage, you can cut it open and look at it. You're going to
Yeah.
see all kinds of little dots and stuff
Well,
on it.
you know what? That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. There's like little stuff in there, and I'll go to the store and I've gotten sausage, but I never thought about it. And I definitely don't read like the ingredients on the back because I can't pronounce all the words,
can't?
and I don't know what it is. And the other thing that always is kind of alarming, I guess, with the processing that they do, like it'll last forever. Like you look
Exactly.
at the dates on there, and it's like
Right.
it's good from now till like 6 months from now. Or
Yeah, that's
however long.
crazy because, like, when we make our sausages, we don't use preservatives.
Are you serious?
That was a spicy one.
It's a little too spicy for this guy, but no, that's really good. It does have some good
got a
flavor
little
in
kick.
there. What do you use to get that spice?
Oh man.
Is that a secret? Like what kind of
What kind of
of
peppers? In there?
peppers?
There's a little bit of ghost pepper dust in there.
Ghost pepper dust.
Ghost pepper dust.
So whenever you get a name like Ghost Pepper,
It's actually an Indian pepper. That's what it's the name of the pepper.
okay.
Yeah.
And
I'm
is
not
that
making that up.
Is
That's
that
a
one
real
of the
pepper.
hotter ones?
It used to be the hottest pepper, but now they have some hybrids that are A little bit
even
hotter.
hotter.
Yeah.
So whenever you use just the dust of it, just that much, like
a sprinkle.
it's enough to give it that good
A good
good
hit.
flavor
Yeah.
and good
You have to
spice.
be careful not to put too much because you don't want to like make it so hot you can't eat it.
Yeah, growing up, my grandparents would have these little chili pepper plants, like a little red and green ones, and it's a little bush, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they'd have a plate of food, and they ate rice and beans every day. They
Right.
probably, still do and tortillas and whatever else. They take one, maybe cut it in half,
Mm-hmm.
and then crush it up and mix it in, and that's enough to light your whole plate on fire to
Right.
give it some flavor.
Right.
Yeah, so sometimes it's not the size. It's literally the content in the
Right.
little bitty package is enough to get the job done. And for
Correct.
this, it's just the dust.
And then there's a process to take a pepper and turn it into dust.
How?
Do y'all do that, or is that something that
No, we
somebody
do
else-
it in-house
How do you do that?
through dehydration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. How long does that take?
Trade secret.
Is a lot of it trade secret?
All of it is.
I feel like even if you told people, they wouldn't have the ability, the capability, the knowledge, and they wouldn't be able to do it like you anyways.
Right.
I don't know if they could do it like me, but they might try. But, I mean, it's just different, man.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of these sausages, like the boudin? Because I think I've seen boudin be made once, and it was the boudin ball.
Okay.
Right. But this is different.
That's
Like,
that's in a link.
how do you do that? You stuff it.
Stuff it into a casing. But if you wanted to make a boudin ball, you would just simply not put it in a casing, mash it into a little ball, dust it with some flour, and throw it in the deep fryer.
Fry it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have those at the store also
Mm-hmm.
as appetizers.
Really, that's
Mhm.
awesome.
Whenever you're eating there, which
Mhm.
I don't know, you probably eat there
Every day.
quite
Yeah,
a bit.
every day.
Do you change it up, or is there something like you get every day and it's like this is me, it's what I love?
Oh man, I've been trying to stick to this regiment, man. So I've been eating a lot of turkey, a lot of chicken, a lot of salads, a lot of vegetables.
So you can eat really, really healthy there. With you
Oh
as
shoot,
well.
yeah, we have super good healthy choices there because I like to eat healthy. So I always have fish on hand, grilled chicken, salads, vegetables.
Yeah.
So you can go in there and just get crazy if you want, or you can go like healthy if you want.
Yeah, everything fried. I want all the boudin fried.
Everything fried on the menu.
Everything fried, all the carbs, macaroni and cheese, or you can eat lean with the turkey,
Yep.
turkey meat and
Mhm.
fish.
Right.
How long have you always been kind of healthy like that, or is that something you're trying to?
No, I think I always have been kind of conscious about it, man.
Yeah. Cool. We go through, ups and downs.
Right.
'Cause
Everyone does.
We want to eat all the food that tastes good.
Right.
And then we realize, hey, this isn't the best. Either my pants are fitting tighter, or
Right.
it's harder to walk up the stairs.
Walk up the stairs, you start breathing really hard. Like French fries and pepper and ketchup's my weakness, man. That's my favorite snack. French fries with coarse ground black pepper all over it and spicy ketchup.
What kind of French fries do y'all have there? Are they like big, thick steak fries? Or?
We have steak fries, hand cut steak fries, and we also have just regular, 3/8 thick regular French fries.
That's cool. There's
Yeah.
different options.
Yeah, we have choices.
So what is what for me? It's all about the cheese, right? It's all
Okay.
for me. It's
Well,
all.
then
about
you would
the
probably. Do you like ham?
I like ham.
Okay, then you would probably want the ham melt.
What's the ham melt?
Okay, the ham melt is this delicious sandwich that's made out of our smoked ham that we make that's sliced super thin, and then it is just covered with cheese and melted all together. It's this big, gooey, cheesy mess put on this bun, this soft bun that's just delicious.
Judging by some of the meats, okay, the first one was super spicy. Like that made my mouth water a lot.
It's good.
And then
I
we
like
had-
my mouth lit up like this.
Oh man, no,
You feel it
Do
everywhere.
not rub your eyes before you wash your hands.
Kurt, do it.
too late. And then the sausage was really good, but the boudin I think was the best, the non-spicy one.
Mhm.
So I can just imagine what the melt would sound like.
The ham melt's pretty delicious.
Hey, here's another question that somebody asked. And we talked about this a little bit, but we could focus on this a bit more. Mandolin asked, can you talk about the difference and benefits of getting your meat from a meat market versus getting it from the store?
Oh, sure. That's easy. Okay, so when you buy meat at the grocery store, that meat has been most likely frozen and thawed out. It has had all these unnatural processes done to it. There's all these unnatural processes that is being done to meat that is being mass sold in the grocery stores and in the restaurants. And it's called artificial meat. It's called being pumped meat. If you look in the grocery store, and you look at packages of meat and you read the label, and if you look really hard, you'll find small print, very small print, that'll say this product has a 10 or 15% solution added back to it. That's telling the consumer that that meat has had bad chemicals pumped back into it.
Even some of the meats that'll say like, oh, certified, or like organic.
It can be certified, not organic. It won't. If it's organic, it won't.
Yeah.
But normal, like most everything in the grocery store, has been pumped.
For me and you, like we go to grocery stores all the time, and they don't have that big of a selection, sometimes. Right. And then there are some grocery stores, it's like, oh, they have a little meat market there. And that's nice, but the meat, it's not that big.
Right.
You were talking about how big your case is.
Our case is full, and if there's something that you want that's not in the case, then we'll go in the back and cut it right away.
Yeah.
We're very knowledgeable about all the different cuts. And, when you buy meat from my store, you're buying meat that was raised on a small certified ranch, where the animals were raised kindly, and they weren't fed hormones, growth hormones. They weren't pumped full of antibiotics. So getting your meat from a store like mine, you're buying wholesome, all natural products that you can feel comfortable feeding your family.
Other places, whenever they do use the antibiotics and they use hormones, what are they doing? What are they trying to achieve?
Okay, the antibiotics is because they have so many animals crammed in one little tiny spot that if they didn't pump them full of antibiotics, they'd all get sick and die because they're so overcrowded. And the growth hormones, that's simple. They want their animals to grow as fast as they can, so they can kill them as fast as they can, so they can make as much profit as they can.
Wow.
And, I'm more about quality than quantity, for sure.
Why is that? And what can they do to fix that? Like, or is it just...
It's all about greed for the money. It's all about greed.
And that's when you mentioned earlier, like, it's not necessarily about, hey, the CEO of a big company, whenever you go to AJ's, it's the meat market. One of the first ones here in Dickinson, if not, the first.
There was a family of the Minotis that were in Dickinson a long time ago. When I opened my store, I think there maybe been a 10-year gap between a family-owned meat market in town. So when I opened up, this whole town, man, just came to me and supported me since day one, man.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
It's been great.
Do you also have meat there that's already seasoned, prepared, and you're like, hey, this is good to go. If you want to do this at home,
sure.
Just throw it on the grill, however you want to prepare it.
We do. We don't keep a lot of pre-marinated and seasoned meats because normally when you see that in the grocery store, that's because that meat has gone bad and they're putting seasonings on it to cover up the spoiledness. So we offer, it's true. So like if somebody was to come to our store and want something seasoned, then we'll season it right then for them. We'll
the
pick
fresh meat, meat that you can see, so you know what you're
the fresh meat right out of the case, and then we have all kinds of different seasonings. So we'll discuss with them, what what kind of flavor profile.
Yeah, I guess you don't even think about that because whenever meat has been seasoned, it either has that red or different color.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had a meat that was, not necessarily the most fresh,
right.
you just put that stuff on top of there, and it's
and
almost camouflage, and you don't know. Then you buy it, and they charge you extra.
Another thing in the grocery store is they'll have a package that'll have a sell-by date. So you come to that date, so they take that meat in the back, they unwrap it, throw some blood on it, and then rewrap it and give it a new fresh sell-by date. There's all kinds of horrible things that go on in the meat industry that the public doesn't know about.
Ew.
So that's why you want to...
Kurt's going vegetarian.
Or just buy your meat from a reputable store.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you take the Cash App card?
I don't know, but we'll sign up for it.
There you go. There you go. The one thing that for me is this food here, and I offered it to Mark. I said, Mark, come over here and eat some. Mark's one of the owners here at Furniture Zone, and Mark said no. He shook his head no to me and said, no, I don't want to come over and be on camera. Mark, you don't have to be on camera.
Well, Kurt, like you were saying about the shelf life on this meat, like when you go to the grocery store and you see meat in packaging and it's got a 6 months expiration.
Yeah.
Like when we make this, boudin was made yesterday. My son and I made this, and then it has like a week tops that we have to sell that because there's no preservatives in it. So we'll to vacuum seal it. We'll have my own vacuum pack machine. So that alone gives you your way to preserve something by taking all the air out of a package in a vacuum seal. So everything we make, it's moving. It's constantly moving.
That's awesome. Where is AJ's Meat Market located? Give maybe a phone number, website. How can people find AJ's?
The easiest way is just to Google AJ's Meat Market, and we will blow up all over the computer for sure. But you can call us at 281-337-7777, best number in the world. Our Our address is 4908 FM 517 East, Dickinson, Texas.
Did you ask for that phone number 24 years ago?
Ironically enough, I did not. When I bought my house in Dickinson, that's the phone number I was given at my house.
Okay.
And then fast forward 3 years, I'm opening a business, and I was like, man, that's a really good number. So I had that number transferred to my business.
Okay.
777-777-777.
You just can't go wrong with all those sevens.
Right?
It's like jackpot, man.
Yeah, it really is.
It is.
Man,
It might be easier to remember than the Furniture Zone number, but
331. Oh. How come we
Zone.
didn't? Oh, I guess if she would have told us that for the Wi-Fi password, then we would have typed in zone. Yeah.
ZON. I don't even know what Z.
Can you say testosterone, Kurt?
See, you even it's hard. It's a hard word to say because I always want to say tetelestai. It's basically the same thing, right?
Yes.
It is finished.
If you're watching on Facebook, feel free to share this video out. Let us know what do you got going on today. There's a lot of awesome questions people are asking. Mandolin wants to know if y'all have a grilled cheese because apparently
We have a grilled cheese.
it's grilled cheese day.
We have grilled cheese every day.
Every day you can have, even on National Grilled Cheese Day, will y'all put some meat in there? I mean,
Sure.
y'all customize it however
Yeah, how you
somebody
want.
wants.
Yeah.
I want some of the spicy boudin, grilled cheese. That may be too far.
No,
Okay.
it's not, you can't go too far. So spicy boudin with the 3 pepper cheese on some really thick Texas toast buttered.
Ooh.
That would be delicious.
That sounds good.
I'm now hungry again. I don't know how it happens, but every time that we talk about food, I get absolutely hungry.
We're gonna have to come down and visit you there
For sure.
at the meat market. I'm interested. I haven't had the opportunity to go yet.
It's awesome, man. It'd be great to have you guys over.
So
Can we shoot video there, or is there like a no video zone? Because I feel like
People
Gardy
shoot
might.
video all the time there, believe it or
They do?
not. They'll come in and they'll like be taking pictures and posting it all up on their Facebook pages and social media.
Is it hard to hide the secrets?
Well, no, it's not hard to hide them at all because all the secrets are done in the back.
but would we be able to post video in the back?
Yeah. This is.
I'd give you a tour. I'd give you some secrets. I'll show you the pit. I'll just give you a little tour.
Yeah, but this is what people want.
Right. No, like for real. Like I still do sometimes, man, when we have time. But we'll get with the Boy Scouts and they can come down and we'll take them through the whole process, bring them back, show them how we use the grinders, the saws.
Kurt was
You
a
know,
Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Those field trips to go to places as a Boy Scout were pretty cool. Because it's stuff that
Yeah, it's good to see
you
all
never
kinds of
see or you never get to experience.
And then like all the time we'll have a new customer come in and they'll be like just really pleased with their food and they're like, can we see your pig? Can we see this? And my kitchen's always open, man. You can always walk in my back of my place and look. I keep my store super clean and you can always walk back there.
that's awesome.
You know my mouth full, but I want to ask about roasting a pig. Like, what does it take? Like preparation wise, and like, what do you put on a pig to make that pig taste like I'm at a luau?
Right. Well, that's what this was for, was luau, man. So you can't season the pig from the outside because the skin obviously is so thick you won't penetrate. So you have to like seasoning from the inside. So we use injection needles and things like that. So we'll inject the inside with our seasonings, and then just put on the barbecue pit, let her go, man. Takes all day.
Do you use an apple for the mouth, or is that just
Oh yeah,
something?
you can't put the apple in while it's cooking because the apple will cook and just fall apart. So
Okay.
it's a little barbaric, but you have to like you have to force the pig's mouth open and put a stick in there, cut a little piece of wood to hold his mouth open while he cooks.
And then you can put the apple.
Then after
in
he's
later.
done, you put the apple in for garnish. Yeah.
Where'd the apple come from in that situation?
I don't even know, man.
It's just like cartoons. I feel like, Walt Disney did it one time a long time ago, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's what we've done for the past forever."
We can't change it. We can't put an orange in there because that just wouldn't work.
It doesn't look right.
It doesn't work. That bright red apple.
We used to have at college. We used to have a boarheads meal.
Okay.
So the idea was to steal the boar head. So you would eat boar, like the meats were already cut up, but then they would have a boar head. And every year the idea was some elaborate plan to steal the boar's head. And whoever got the boar's head got fundraising money for their organization.
Was that the mascot in college or something?
No, that was just the idea behind the boar's head meal was, you would have this elaborate dinner and you would have an organization, and usually it was a predetermined organization that was going to steal it. And so that organization would come up with a plan to take the boar's head, and then they would get fundraising money for it.
That sounds kind of interesting, like a little bit mischievous even.
Right, yeah.
That would be fun.
But it was always in like end of May, so it was one of those things like, oh man, the school year is almost up. Let's go and have this big fun dinner for the entire campus, and then have that fun activity. And it was always a good time.
Hey, we're just about out of time.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to share? And then remind everybody where you're located one more time.
Man, I've had a great time talking to you guys this morning and sharing my story. I appreciate the opportunity to come on your radio station. And just want to say thank you. If you want to reach out to us, it's AJ's Meat Market in Dickinson. The phone number is 281-337-7777. If you want to look us up online, you can just Google AJ's Meat Market and see tons of reviews and tons of stories about us.
Awesome.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That you guys have going on
For
over
sure.
there. So, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate it.
No problem.
This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11. We've been talking to Stephanie from Furniture Zone, and also talking to AJ's Meat Market about everything they have going on. And, man, we had some awesome boudin.
It was good. Which one did you like the best?
I like the spicy.
I was down for the sausage.
Well, the sausage was good, too. And you can't tell. I can tell the difference. I've eaten, admittedly, a lot of like chain link sausage from the grocery store, and that was better than any of those other ones.
I'm one of those summer sausage kind of guys, where you get
That's
the
worst kind. But
I
keep
know.
going.
Yeah, I get the summer sausage.
Literally the worst.
Look at that!
I can't think of another.
Look at that!
Oh my! Don't even show that. It looks like a tiger. That's awesome.
That's a cooked pig, though, right?
That's the roasted pig. Yeah.
That's
I can show the roasted.
Okay.
No, you don't want to show
No,
it?
show them if you want to.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a lot going on. That's a glimpse,
That looks
a
good
shot
for me.
of a catering that you did for another restaurant.
Yeah. That's
Which is kind of
See,
funny.
I kind of want to steal that head. I don't know. There's just the urge inside of me to
Kurt,
find a way
stick to
to.
your summer sausage.
Okay.
You don't leave the
All
roasted
right.
pig.
What is it? Pepperidge Farms summer sausage or something like that? That you can get at the grocery store.
okay. So when you're in the mall and you see the kiosks and there's summer sausages that are just sitting outside of refrigeration.
Yeah.
Never, and I repeat, never eat those ever. That is disgusting.
He knows.
Yeah.
From now on, I'm getting my sausage from AJ's Meat Market in Dickinson.
I feel like that's a better choice.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Yeah. Something about summer sausage just doesn't do well for me.
I like it on a sandwich, like on a good cold sandwich. You cut up some slices.
A summer sausage sandwich.
Yes, it's
Okay.
good. You cut up the slices, you peel off the skin, you put some cheese and ham. Instead of putting like ham on there, you put the summer
Kurt,
sausage.
you've gone too far.
And then you put mayo, and it's good. It's literally the best.
Why?
Y'all have no idea what we have to do in Nebraska to get by. No idea what we had to do to survive. Summer sausage sandwiches.
I feel like
Dude, if I'd have known this, I would have brought summer sausage for you because we make a jalapeno cheese summer sausage that's the #1 seller.
do you put it on
How-
a sandwich?
You can, yeah, for sure.
See, I'm not barbaric.
No, it's not nothing unusual.
I
See?
wouldn't do it.
We just heard it from the man,
I'd
AJ.
rather
He
have the
said,
spicy boudin.
man.
What's that, Mark? Smoked
He
bologna.
asked if there was smoked bologna.
I remember, and I didn't have this growing up, but like after I moved out for the first time, I would get like spam and like fry spam to eat it.
Fried spam?
Yeah, you put it in the pan, you fry it.
Okay, so why are you yelling at me for my summer sausage sandwich?
Because I didn't have the opportunity as you, Kurt. Some of us couldn't even afford summer sausage.
It is. It's
I'm
like
sorry that I'm
$7.
Ah, man,
But it's a
as
delicacy.
privileged as you are in Nebraska, you're Nebraskans.
Y'all. Okay, so we have a group called Talk of Taco. If you are not part of that group, if you're watching right now and you have not joined the Talk of Taco group on Facebook, go and check it out. Search for Talk of Taco. Click the join group button. Post all kinds of taco pictures, right? And I posted one the other day, and it was a quesadilla. It had inside of it had onions. I sauteed some onions and green peppers, and I sauteed pineapple was in there as well. And then I didn't have any chicken. Well, the chicken I got from HelloFresh was like 2 weeks already, and so it was bad chicken. And so I put hot dogs instead of the chicken inside of the quesadilla, and it looked good.
your description, like in your story about this, nothing makes it appetizing. When you're like, the chicken was rotten. You ever think
so I
about
threw
this?
away the chicken, and so I used the hot dog instead.
Well, the hot dog will probably never go bad, so you're okay.
Right.
There's
But
enough
it
stuff
was
in there. Keeping it good.
delicious.
But for me, whenever you describe it, I think the issue is if the chicken went rotten, like what? Didn't any of the other stuff was probably bad too? But you ate it
No, it
anyway.
was still fresh. The vegetables were good.
Well, it was HelloFresh that first week. And
Right.
after that, after week 1, it's just like, okay, well,
no,
it
the
makes them
vegetables
good.
were still good.
Week 2, it's probably like, okay. But then at the end of week 2, you're just like, yep, I'm going to eat this anyways.
The pineapple was delicious.
Oh, yeah, I like pineapple.
Okay, see, Madeline said summer sausage sandwich is the best. When I was a kid, I used to eat that. I feel like people need to eat more of that.
Well, they can, yeah, if they want to.
Hey, Stephanie, is Jessica available that we could talk to Jessica a little bit too?
She's like, no, she's working. Oh, she's talking about some Jumps Are Us. Stephanie, I would be like, listen, Jumps Are Us is not paying you right now.
Wow.
Oh, she has it too. She has the burner phone for Jumps Are Us, Gypsy Chicken, and then she has Furniture Zone as well. So she has a lot going on. Admittedly, I've come in here to talk to her about renting a bounce house for my son's birthday party.
We're not supposed to say those. How come? Wait. How come? Okay. This is the problem. I need to talk to you about this, Gardy. This needs to get real. You don't let me do other things when we're doing KHEA. I feel like I need to have the leniency of Stephanie from you instead of the dictator.
When you have the shirt on, maybe you should come work for her.
I should.
She'd probably be
I
like, yeah,
should.
Kurt, you can do that and this and this. I'm like, no, sir. It's not going to happen.
It's 10:02. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We're broadcasting live this morning from Furniture Zone in Dickinson, Texas. You live not too far from here. What are some of your favorite spots here in Dickinson besides Furniture Zone? Because we
Let's
obviously
see.
know that is.
So my favorite spot would be here at Furniture Zone. And then my here recently, I've been going down to Oaxaca and getting some tacos from the little taqueria that they have in there. And they make some pretty good tacos.
Yeah, they make some delicious tacos. Oaxaca, I had some barbacoa tacos. I had some El Pastor tacos.
The Al Pastor, in my opinion, and I'm usually a barbacoa person, but whenever I go there, the Al Pastor is better. There is a taco truck that is not that far straight on the street over here at Dickinson Avenue, and I haven't had the opportunity to go there yet. But I always miss them. It's always at the wrong time because it's either early in the morning or late at night, and I'm not sure what their hours are, but I keep missing them. We're here till 11, so maybe I feel like I'm stuffed full of food already, but
I always feel like we can always do a third breakfast today.
first breakfast, second breakfast, third.
First breakfast was the tacos. Second breakfast was the sausage and the boudin. And third breakfast is going to be
Tacos on the way out.
tacos on the way out. Actually, I already had third breakfast. I was thinking about this. I saw that Sam just tuned in, and Sam owns the Texaco in Lamarck right there on exit 12. Coldest drinks in the business. And I'm just not saying that. We've tested it. I had a banana from there as well.
You did?
I did. I started with a banana.
You're the one who told me don't eat breakfast tomorrow because Stephanie said Mark's bringing tacos. So you were just priming the pump, you were just warming up your stomach to get it stretched out this morning.
Well,
eat the
yeah,
banana,
I was
and
hungry.
eat the tacos,
I was up
the
at
boot.
early, and I was like, I need some food, and so I was like, I need a banana, so I grabbed a banana.
Dude, I had a cookie too. Since we're here at Furniture Zone, I had to have a cookie as well already.
I did. I saw that. You can actually come down while we're here at Furniture Zone. You can actually come down anytime that they're open. They're now officially open at 10 o'clock. They have to turn the open sign on.
There goes the open sign.
How did
Is
you
it
do
on
that?
Speak? Is it on Hey Siri? Turn the.
What?
Yeah.
That was the craziest thing that I've ever seen in my life. We literally were just they're open, and then it turned on.
And if you have been to Furniture Zone, then you know that we are sitting close to the restrooms because somebody asked, why are y'all sitting so close to the restrooms? And I answered and said, just in case. You never know. If you have to go, then you have to go. But we are excited to be here at Furniture Zone. If you come on out, we'd love to hang out with you. Maybe you can get you a couch today. You can definitely enter to win a $500 gift card. They do a drawing every month, and today is no different. So make sure you come in, just do your name, phone number, and they'll give you a call if you win. I feel like if you sign up every day, you're going to win. And you literally can come every day and sign up. And people do that.
You don't even have to, like, enter to like, you don't have to buy anything. You can come here literally every single day, eat a cookie, register for the $500, and then leave.
And then go home. Go to work.
But you know what? Eventually, I feel like if you did that every day, you're going to see something in here that you're going to be like, I need that in my house.
What is it for you that you see in
This
here?
couch.
This specific one?
Stephanie, can I get a deal on this couch?
What's
She
the
said
retail
yes.
on this one?
We can't talk about that on the FM. We're on
What's
the
the
FM.
retail for this one?
It is. Let me tell you.
Well, we're going to get some answers. Maybe we can crunch some numbers and get Kurt a new couch today, because you're actually going to be moving again.
Yeah, we're going to be moving here in the next couple of weeks, and I need a new couch, and so hopefully I can sell this one and find something else.
Yeah. Did you move with your other couch? Because you had a couch at your apartment. You moved with it, right?
Yes, I've moved with that one
It's a bad couch.
3 times now.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. It was a free couch.
Okay.
So it wasn't one that I bought from anywhere. But so this would be a good one to purchase because I do need something
Sometimes
nice.
that's the best deal.
Do you like this couch? I feel like the one thing that if I wanted more couch, I would need one that has like recliners so that I can recline back.
You just get an ottoman.
See, I have I feel like these are kind of more for decoration than for comfort. You know, because you can't. I want the lazy boy. I want the legs back. I want the cool warmer. You know, where you can cool your drink down.
Oh, there used to be a couch over there, and it looks like it either sold the floor model, but you could literally have your drink cooled. So it had a little cup holder in there. You stick it in there, and it would cool your drink. Oh yeah, and there is a chair, and there's also like a little slot machine. There's a lot going on here at Furniture Zone, which we're broadcasting from here today. If you haven't been, come hang out with us. Come let us know if you're watching on Facebook. What do you have going on today? Feel free to share this video out. We just got done talking to AJ's Meat Market, learning about everything that they have to offer. I think we're going to be talking to Jessica about her businesses that she has. She's also Stephanie's sister here at Furniture Zone and helps run and operate the daily routines that they have here.
Yes, and then we're going to be talking to KHEA Wellness about testosterone
And everything else they offer.
Dang, that word is going to be hard for me. Jessica, are you ready? Thanks.
Here we go.
What time is your show?
11 o'clock.
So, yeah, we're going to be on till 11 a.m. today. This is 99.5 FM. And we're excited. We're excited about everything. What is this where y'all keep the money? This is where the safe. If you're wondering, just look under the cushions.
What just happened?
Look under the cushions here at
Nobody saw that. They just saw the thing going up and coming down.
So this is Jessica Medrano, right?
Right. This is really weird.
It's not. So how are you
is for
doing
me.
today?
I'm good. How are y'all?
We're good. Thank you for allowing us to come here today and hang out with you guys. Has everything been going good?
Yes.
She's like, wait, you've been on
I
studio
have.
before.
It's like these cameras. It just throws me
Where?
off.
Where are the cameras? I don't see the
It's
camera.
not like a normal. Where am I supposed to look?
Just look at us.
You know.
This is a
Like it's
conversation.
different from y'all just coming in and hanging out.
This is kind of what we do.
It-
Just
it
come and hang
is.
out. I told Stephanie earlier, I said, sometimes I feel like Jessica's not happy to see us when we
It's
just come in and eat a cookie and then leave. And she's like, are y'all done? I'm
No,
almost
I'm
done with my
always
cookie.
happy to see y'all. It just, I guess it just depends on what's going on that day.
Yeah. Which y'all always have a lot going on.
Yes.
And you have like 4 cell phones.
Yes.
So you personally have a bunch of stuff going on. What all do you have going on?
Personally,
Well, like business.
are we gonna have like a counseling session?
This is
or-
an intervention. Actually, your sister called us here to talk to you about everything.
I work here 5 days a week. I run my husband and I run the bounce house business. We have bounce houses, water slides, concessions,
Like popcorn machines
popcorn
and stuff.
machines. Yes,
That's my fave.
and then I run a T-shirt business out of my house.
It's Gypsy Chicken?
Gypsy Chicken?
Where'd you come up with the
Designs.
name?
So I'm like the crazy chicken lady. I love chickens. Everything about them. If I'm having a bad day, I can go in my backyard and look at my chickens and hold them, and it
How
makes
many
me
do you
happy.
have?
I only have 7. I'm really trying to resist the urge to get more because I live in a subdivision and I'm probably not supposed to have the chickens.
Yeah. But are your
So-
neighbors pretty cool with it?
Yes.
Are they noisy?
During the day, they're not noisy at night. They are a little noisy during the day whenever they're laying. So I just tell my neighbors if they ever need eggs, hopefully I can bribe them with eggs and they won't.
Yeah. Because that's about as fresh as it gets. We're talking about AJ's Meat Market. Whenever it comes to eggs, I mean, these are like organic
Yeah.
Dickinson or Sandy. Where do you live?
I live in Dickinson.
Dickinson.
And I do feed them
eggs.
organic feed, and they eat like our scrap fruits and vegetables, and we eat all organic. So yeah, my chickens are like organic chickens.
As organic as it gets.
As organic as it gets.
So how do you manage all of the businesses, working here, family life?
I don't know, honestly. I have a really patient and supportive husband he'll listen to me vent. I have my boys play baseball too, so we're pretty busy. But I don't know how to not be busy. I mean, I'm Stephanie's sister, if that tells you anything.
Well, we learned a little bit about your family, and she says you all have older brothers, and most everyone in the family has like business, like either business that they run or that they bought. And there's a lot going on.
We were just taught that you work hard for a living. That's what you do. So.
Well, that's really cool, to see family work together. And do y'all always get along? Because y'all spend a lot of time together.
We do. I will say that I have, since she hurt her arm, and she's like really making me nervous just doing that. I give up. That's our only fights is whenever she.
When you're trying to keep her from doing
something she's not supposed to. But no, we get along really well. People are usually shocked that we manage to work together.
Yeah.
But we know each other's moods just by like looking at each other, so we can just walk in and avoid each other.
We need to get a better understanding of that. So
we're talking about me and you.
Yeah,
or with
you
her?
have to just learn. You have to read the.
So when we come in and steal the cookies and fall asleep on the couch,
she's like, not today.
Not today. We could just look in and peer around the corner and see what mood she's in, and then be like, okay, we can come in.
So me and you, we have a read on each other for that. Usually every morning, Kurt knows that I'm going to be mad if he's 20, 30 minutes late.
Well,
I'm never 20 to 30 minutes late. It's 15. It's not 20, 30. Let's be reasonable. Let's not get crazy out here.
15 to 22. Okay, not 20 to 30, 15 to 22 minutes late. It's more realistic. Yeah. But I guess that's important, especially working with family, because not everybody can do that.
No.
Growing up, were y'all pretty cool? Because you're younger, right?
I'm the baby, so no.
Because you probably got everything you wanted, didn't it?
Yeah, I always heard that. I got away with everything. It is not. I did not get away with murder. I didn't. I was the better child. I can't help that. I was well behaved.
The story is my parents were just tired.
They were, yeah. But they ruined a lot of things for me because they got in trouble all the time. So then it was just I didn't even get to try to do anything because they ruined it all.
That might have been good, though. That might have been good because you probably avoided some
You were
issues.
not the perfect child.
I think we're witnessing a family fight.
This is the intervention. This is the intervention.
What is going on?
We just pick at
I think
each
your dad's
other.
watching. He said, "Good morning, Jessica."
My dad?
Yeah.
He said he loved you more than I love Stephanie.
See, I am the favorite.
Oh, so we're at Furniture Zone. It's a family affair here. And we're excited to be here today. So we're going to be here till 11, hanging out, broadcasting. We've learned about all the businesses that you have going on. And obviously here at Furniture Zone, it's a family-owned, operated business. Whenever it comes to other local places, is there anywhere else that sticks out, whether that's a restaurant, any locally owned business that's not selling T-shirts or doing bounce houses that you're going to maybe recommend or go to, whether that's to eat or to buy flowers or anything like that?
Well, I kind of stay. I don't go anywhere else.
Just work at home.
I literally do. I buy like my vinyl and stuff from Bless Your Heart Vinyl.
Okay,
in
where are they
Texas
at?
City.
Texas City.
Or is that's considered Texas City, right? You know where Mall of the Mainland?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything north of Texas Avenue is Texas City.
What do you think that name comes from? Bless Your Heart Vinyl.
Well, you know, that's a Southern thing to say.
It
Bless
is.
your heart.
But it's like condescending.
I guess it kind of. I guess so.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah.
It depends on how you say it. Bless your heart.
No, I don't think so. I think almost 100%. They're in the mall. So if you're
So,
going
like-
to the movies and you keep walking through, there's an exit and they're on the left.
They're over,
right?
you know, like where the shiny, what's that place called? Like the shiny
Oh,
side
yeah.
of
Stuttgarten.
yeah.
Right
so
there.
like if you go in that entrance, then they're right in there.
Okay.
It's the right next to the storage place that just went in there.
Yes. If you're looking at the storage place, it would be to the right
Yes,
over there.
I
Yeah.
think.
So even
We
even
eat
with
at
you,
Dickinson Barbecue a lot. I'm trying to think of like our normal.
yeah, I like
know.
eating there too. What did I have from there the other day? Was it chicken fried steak or
Well,
something?
I have a food allergy, so I'm very limited on stuff that I can eat. So I always just get the grilled chicken salad from there
Oh, I
with
haven't
no
tried that.
croutons
With no croutons.
because
I-
I can't have.
I-
And we order from Paradise Grill a lot.
Where's that at?
It's hard for me with food because I have to be careful with what I eat. So,
Mhm.
Paradise Grill, it's on 517. 517, you know, like a little bit down from the high school, on the right hand side.
It used to be Herb Cafe. Before that, it was Viva Mexico.
I love this area. There are so many different
There are a
local
lot of
places
local.
and even like AJ's. Like I have never been there, you know. And for the most part,
Oh, AJ's is so good.
I've been here, you know, for most of my life, and there's new places you can still try, and they've been here for 24 years. So that was my first time to try it today, and it's awesome.
I really miss the
Oh,
burgers.
you know where I used to
from
go
there.
growing up a lot? Rogers, over there
Rogers Malt
off
Shop.
of Highway 3.
I always just went there for ice cream.
Yeah, they got the big Bluebell sign. I haven't been there in a long time, but I
It's
need to
still
go.
there.
Is it
It
the
is.
same?
I have no idea. I don't think it's necessarily
I
the
heard
same.
no.
But they used to have like straight up Mexican food, and then you get like ice cream, and I was
Have
like,
you-
"This is awesome."
Their menu is really overwhelming at Rogers because there's a lot.
I haven't been since like
Still.
2002.
I
like maybe
went-
even before.
I went like 3 years ago when I first moved here because I drove by and I saw it and I'm like, oh, Rogers Malt Shop. Like I need to tune in.
Didn't they knock Sonic down? That was like right behind it.
Yes.
Sonic's
Are they
gone.
going to rebuild it? They're rebuilding something
Yeah,
there.
I'm hoping it's a Sonic again. Me and Kurt went to Sonic yesterday in Lamarck, and it was raining really hard, and so it was hard for us to place our order. But Kurt is the kind of person that, let's just say, bless your heart. Like he'll ring the
Wow.
thing, and he's like, "Hello." I'm like, Kurt, you're gonna get our drink spit in. Like, I don't know, I don't know who's back there
Yeah,
working.
You can't be like that.
No, and I'm like, dude, just go. I was like, let's just go, because we were in the drive-through and he was doing that, and then I was like,
I couldn't hear her. And then she's
we're
like, oh, no,
here,
our,
we're trying to order, and I was like, dude, I do bless your heart, bless mine even more. Let's go, let's get out of here.
No, but they didn't. I did notice that there was like the cherry only had one cherry and not two cherries. So I think they like ate it and then stuck it in.
Ew.
No, they didn't.
No.
Sonic, we love you. Don't get upset with us. Ever.
I don't know if I'd go back. They're
Really?
probably no. I'm just saying they're probably listening and they're thinking, oh, whenever you see this guy,
Yeah,
You also said it loud enough that they probably heard it. And if I hear someone say they're gonna spit in your food, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it, definitely.
gives them the idea to do it.
Another good Dickinson business that we go.
we're learning about more Dickinson businesses.
Tees Salon.
Yes.
Tea salon.
There's a salon.
Do they do
Tease
nails?
They do have somebody in there that does nails and somebody that does facials. Allie does facials and lash
Cool.
lifts, and then they do hair and color and all that stuff.
It's awesome.
Mark gets his hair cut in there. I get my hair cut.
Mark does have good hair.
Mark always has on a hat.
He doesn't have
Not today. Mark brought us
Oh, I
tacos
didn't
this
even
morning.
notice that. I'm
Mark
just so
brought us
used
some
to
tacos. So, Jessica,
Yes.
working here at Furniture Zone, what do you see like the direction? Because y'all are about to hit 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess y'all hit 3 years, and I think she mentioned that y'all may have like a celebration later this year. Are there going to be bounce houses, and what do you see
Of
in
course
the
there
next
will be
coming
bounce
years, like
houses.
for Furniture Zone?
I don't know. I mean, well, I would like to see like a little bit bigger.
Yeah, get some more space.
But it's like you don't want to, get too big and then lose that personal feel. Yeah, we would really like to be able to extend this way a little bit.
Yeah. If y'all
The
can stay in the
neighbors
same
don't wanna
area.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would hate to move. Like, we live so close, and this is just like,
Well, we do
You
have
know-
Gulfway Plaza.
I was going to say, you could keep your store and add Gulfway Plaza.
oh, that would be a lot.
We
send Kurt.
we volunteered. We volunteered.
So
them
you're
into
saying 2 stores? You're proposing 2 stores.
2 stores.
or just move this
And
one.
we told Stephanie, well, we told actually Gulfway Plaza, they're like, Jessica probably wouldn't mind going all the way to Lamarck to have their shop there.
I have like a 4-minute commute to work every day. Do
It
I
would be
really
5.
want to add to that?
Stephanie, who would take the Lamarck? Jessica, right?
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, so 3 years. It seems like y'all have been here longer. We've known you guys for about a year. About a year now is whenever we learned about Furniture Zone, and that was after Harvey, and all the stuff that y'all were doing to help communities and to help the people that were affected. Were you affected personally? Was your house?
Yes.
And
We didn't flood like a lot of, it wasn't horrible, but yes, enough to have to rip out sheetrock and replace cabinets and floors.
Did you have chickens at the time?
We did. And
Don't say it.
so that
Oh,
bunch of
shouldn't have
chickens
asked.
right after Harvey, I sent them to my in-laws' house because it was just chaos. And so
But they survived.
they did not survive. They slowly died off. My father-in-law told me that they're too spoiled. And so whenever predators come, they didn't really know what to do. So to protect themselves,
How do chickens
So-
normally protect themselves?
Well, usually like roosters protect them, but I can't have a rooster.
Okay.
But like my chickens are very like you open up the back door and they walk in your house. Like they're just very, very domesticated.
That's what I do at Gardy's house too. He opens up
Yeah.
the back door and I finally slowly walk in.
So Concetta, who her and her family own Macio's in Galveston, apparently they have chickens that hang out at Macio's.
Oh,
And
really?
that's what they do. Yeah, that they're like by the door, but they're like, which is weird because the street's right there, and it's not like, it's like traffic, and there's construction.
Well, I'm sure they know not to go in the street.
How do these
maybe.
chickens like get these street smarts?
I
Are
don't-
chickens a lot smarter than I give them credit for?
I think they are.
We have a whole bunch of geese at our apartment complex, and I find it always intriguing that when I'm driving my car and either they're like walking slowly or like flying by, that somehow they always miss my car. Or I miss them, one of the two.
So like they're flying straight at you or something? And
Yeah, and then they're like
And then they just
slowly, or like they speed up or something. I don't know. I thought I almost hit
I
hit
also
one the
feel
other
like
day.
The wind, I don't know much about like the dynamics of like how this stuff, but like the wind from your car would probably even just carry them up or something too, like the way that they're gliding. I don't know.
possibly.
Science. I don't know.
Science.
So whenever somebody comes to Furniture Zone, they walk in.
Mhm.
Let's say you're here. What can they expect? What would they be able to purchase?
Anything you need for your house: sofas, love seats, bedroom furniture.
Yeah, at your house, is it mostly just like Furniture Zone stuff?
Yes, I have a couple of IKEA pieces like for my office area,
Yeah.
but everything else is Furniture Zone. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's probably pretty convenient. You're able to like decorate and redecorate.
Well, I mean, I still have to pay for it. It's not, but yes, and it's very hard to see new furniture every day and
And not
not
wanna
want
get
to
it.
change it.
Oh, we went and shot so we do this thing called Shine on Lamarck with the city
Mm-hmm.
of Lamarck, where we go check out Lamarck businesses. And we were at Gulfway Plaza, the future location of Furniture Zone number 2. And there's a place called Dill Pickle Discount Home Supply. And
I've heard about that place. I just haven't gone in.
yeah, they have a ton of stuff. Like if you're looking to get granite cabinets, flooring, fixtures, even like toaster ovens, like all kinds of random stuff. And they have great like values and stuff there. So they like I was asking them, like, do y'all want to redo your house all the time? Because my house, it doesn't need to be redone at all. Like I've only lived there for like 3 years, a little over 3 years. But just being here, I'm like, I want to rip out
You
my
wanna-
cabinets. They're brand new. I want to put those in. This granite. And
Yeah.
actually, I found the exact same thing that my bathroom has, like cabinet and countertop in the restroom and the bathroom. And I was like, I just want to rip out what I have and put this
And
brand
put
new
this-
version in. It's the exact same thing. But I just got the itch. I can imagine being around furniture all the time would be the same.
Yeah.
So that makes it tough.
Yes, we're broadcasting live from Furniture Zone in Dickinson, Texas. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We're going to be on until 11 o'clock. Coming up in about a couple minutes here, we're going to be talking to KT Wellness from Dickinson. They just opened up probably sometime last year. We
Late
saw
last year.
a whole bunch of purple signs, I believe, all over kind of,
Balloons.
yeah,
all
that they
kinds of
were
stuff.
talking about on billboards and stuff. And so we're going to be finding out about the word that I cannot say. Can you say it for me, Gardy?
Yes, the word is testosterone.
Testosterone.
KT Wellness.
Yes. So we're going to be talking to them coming up here in a few minutes. Right now, we're talking to Jessica. She works at Furniture Zone. She also has Jumps R Us, which is
Hot
dog approved.
Hot dog approved.
You know, I was
yes.
kind of sad. You know, you posted a thing on Facebook. I may have gotten so upset that I may have deleted that video.
You deleted the video?
No, I may have.
Oh.
I'm not going to say yes or no to it. But I was kind of concerned and kind of worried because you guys were going to possibly get rid of.
We were considering selling. It just, my husband and I both are very like hands-on, and so as far as whenever it comes to, I mean, we're busy,
Right.
and so he's the one who does all the drop-offs because I'm here on Saturdays. We spend the evenings during the week cleaning the moonwalks. So we got to the point where we were overwhelmed and we were like, maybe this is taking away too much time from, the kids. But we kind of regrouped and decided that we're just scale back a little bit and possibly hire some help, but we just have a really hard time with that. So
Yeah. Why is that?
because we're a little control freakish. I don't know.
Which is
like-
probably good when you have a small business.
It is. I mean, it's our name on the line, and I don't, I just sending somebody off with all of our equipment in our trailer, and I just making sure that they'll set stuff up properly
Yeah.
and do everything the way we do. Then I don't know.
Yeah, and plus, you think of all the money that you put into the
Exactly.
equipment, the trailer, the machines, the trucks, or everything
Yeah.
else. That's a lot of responsibility, and then you hire somebody, and are they going to
be
same
right? Are they going to
care?
And are they going to be dependable? And I don't know. There's just
Yeah.
a lot of So
Okay, so we used you guys for my son's birthday. Y'all
Mhm.
came and were awesome. Y'all have a bunch of options, and I know there's a website, and I was able to kind of go through there and pick what we had. So can you kind of walk through, I guess, like the options? Like if somebody was going to have a party, like what exactly can they get? Like sizes and
So
just different stuff.
we have like the basic dream castle, just a 15 by 15 castle, and then then you have like a combo option, one with a slide on the inside, then we have another one with a big slide on the outside. Then we have water slides or slip and slides.
Do y'all ever? I'm imagining you and your family at the house, just like setting it up, and y'all are just use them on the weekend all the time.
No.
You don't
My
have time, do you?
poor 6-year-old did not have one on his own birthday. It
Why
rained.
not?
And
Oh.
I know. I felt so bad. Like he wanted it so bad and it rained and yeah. So no. Now they play on them whenever my husband's trying to clean them. But
I feel like y'all just have them clean them. They help. Are they able to help?
my oldest does. The little one just
Yeah.
makes them dirty.
But that's
again.
probably good for them to learn and see, like, this is what
Yes.
you're supposed to do.
my
work
oldest
hard.
does help my husband on Saturdays. He helps him drop off, so he gets paid per drop off.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so he spends all of his money on junk food. Seriously, literally. Like he goes and buys candy and junk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he works for it, then I
Yeah.
guess you kind of teach him, like, hey, if that's what you want, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to.
Wow. Did you see that eye roll? Like
I didn't roll
the-
my eye. I was just like, I just wanted to make sure somebody was here to answer it.
She
'cause
was
I have
like,
so
That's what
many
my son
left.
says too.
that was intense. That was the
Mark
most
gonna answer the
intense.
phone.
Like,
And what's he
I
gonna
didn't know if
say?
he was over there.
I don't know if you want to share about this, but I saw you had posted something on social media, and your son had some some mouth stuff going on, and that's pretty tough because you're juggling business and then just being a mom.
Yes, he had a filling that I guess ended up with like a leak in it, and so there was decay. And he did mention about a month ago, he said one time that his tooth hurt, and I said, okay, you know, well, I'll call the dentist, and I did, and then we ended up having to reschedule the appointment. And then last week he woke up in tears, it hurt, and so our dentist before that didn't take our insurance anymore, so I was scrambling to find a new dentist, and I found a wonderful dentist who quickly took care of it, and he ended up with an abscess. But yeah, so it was kind of a horrible mom feeling at the same time. But
that's tough because there's not really anything you can do other than, you know, take them to the dentist. They get the medication and everything else. So that's tough.
He started the antibiotics, but it was so infected that we ended up having to go back 2 days later and having the tooth removed.
Is he doing any better?
He is. He's so much better now. We're
good.
just having stomach issues with the antibiotics now, but
okay,
you know, but yeah.
And maybe he can have a bounce house at his next birthday
yes.
party.
Yes. Rain or shine, I guess. We'll just have to. Yeah.
Just put the slip and slide like the water
right?
one. I feel like that'd be okay. I don't know.
He doesn't like the water ones as much because the slide is really, really fast, and I think it kind of,
Curt found that out whenever he was bouncing.
It's a lot of work.
The wet ones though, the slides. Well, and one day he was helping us clean it, and he slid without the pool attached, and so he slid onto the concrete. And that was really bad. Yeah, that was bad.
One thing, whenever we were filming and Curt was in his hot dog suit, that we realized, I remember being a kid and jumping in that thing, and I could have jumped all day. We were in there for like 15, 20 seconds.
It is exhausting.
Oh, my goodness. And Curt was like, are you done? Are you done? Do you get all the footage? I'm like, no, Curt, we need a little bit more. Like, climb up this thing.
Doesn't it make you feel so out of shape?
Tired.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Way out of shape.
Yeah.
Way too out of shape.
But I feel like bouncing in that is one way to fix it. I don't know. It seems like it's a workout. Yeah. It's a workout.
It is.
So do you ever get in there and just
I do with the boys sometimes. They ask me to jump with them. I jump for like maybe 5 minutes, and I'm like, okay, Mom needs break. So I just sit in the corner and let them jump.
Awesome. So one more time, how can people either get in contact with Furniture Zone, or you can even also do Jumps R Us, and then we're going to talk to KHEA Wellness next.
Furniture Zone is on Facebook, Furniture Zone TX, or online, FurnitureZoneTX.com. And Jumps R Us is JumpsRUsTX.com. And we're also on Facebook.
Boom. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jessica.
So feel free to share this video out. I see Sarah said, Curt, get me a couch. I need a bedroom set. Hey, come by, Sarah. Come hang out with us. You know, you can check out all the different magazines and options they have. There's also a cool little, floor set here, so you'll be able to actually probably come sit next to me or sit over there and check out all the cool stuff.
Yeah, we're super excited. We're going to be talking to KHEA Wellness next, and I see AJ brought some.
Is this for us?
It is.
Oh, man. Okay. We're back. So this is third breakfast time. Let me see, and I'll show this camera. Oh, grilled cheese. So it is grilled cheese. Boom. I think it's National Grilled Cheese Day from what we heard.
Oh, look at that.
So what is this one?
Ham and cheese, man.
Ham and cheese, and that'll do the trick right there. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Woo! Hey, my wife texted me, was like, dude, you have had AJ's before. That I've had AJ's that her mom used to get it all the time whenever I was in high school.
Okay.
And
There you go.
so there. This looks good, and now Curt won't be able to talk.
Got cheese in it too. That's good.
All right, so go check them out. Thank you to AJ's for bringing back some more food. Make sure you check them out and share this video out. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. We're at Furniture Zone in Dickinson, broadcasting live. We're going to have KHEA Wellness right here on the couch, learning about everything that they have going on. They're pretty new. They opened up at the end of last year. If I remember correctly, it was a brand new strip. It's a beautiful location. We had the opportunity to drop in there one time and just talk for a bit and look around, but we're going to be finding out exactly everything that they offer. Is this for you? Is this necessary for you, your husband, your wife, your family? I don't know if they just deal in testosterone, but from what I understand, they also do some other clinic things, and we're going to learn everything they have going on. So I think they're going to come sit down. We're going to talk for a bit. So good morning. How are you all doing today?
Good.
Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you guys. We really appreciate being invited out.
And I think we actually have another
Right,
microphone. It's
for
right
you,
there on
right
the
on
edge.
side there.
And then y'all
Perfect.
can go. So, first of all, I guess, can y'all introduce yourselves?
I'm Becky Clemens. I'm the marketing coordinator.
Awesome.
And my name is Michael LeBlanc, and we have John Bargerstock, who's our founder. He is with patients right now. He wishes he could be here. And we have Veronica Munoz, who's there. We have Robert Vasquez, and we have Heather Dimmick. She is on a cruise right now,
Ooh.
sending us pictures.
You know, we do feel that
awesome.
cruises and KHEA just go well together. Because right now we're giving away a cruise
Oh,
on our radio page. So if you are a
Your
fan
Facebook.
of if you are a fan of KHEA Radio on Facebook, all you have to do is find that featured video, like, share, comment on that video, and you have a chance to win a free cruise that's happening in September.
nice.
Sweet.
That's exciting. So how
So
long
we
have y'all
can
been open? How long has KT Wellness been there?
Since August.
So not that
At the
long.
end of August. Not that long. Nope.
Yeah. So whenever the founder, he decided to start this business, what was the idea, like everything that he wanted to offer?
Well, he had a vision of just, and his motto is helping one person at a time, and to help make the world a better place. I mean, just simply put like that. And so he had seen that there was a lot of these kind of box stores, everybody doing this low T this, low T that, and it's more than that. It really is. And so I mean, like, I'm a prime example of what his vision is. You take a guy like me, fat guy here, 48 years old, kind of sluggish, not feeling right. Hey, what's wrong with me? Well, my primary care doc, I mean, he does the normal stuff, and the normal stuff sometimes just doesn't get it. So you go and you sit down with a guy like John Bargerstock, and he really listens to you. He, from whatever it could be, whether it's physical, emotional, then there's blood tests, and then there's everything medical behind it. And he just has an all-in-one encompass way of, let's sit down, let's talk about where you're at. And if it happens that, your testosterone levels are low in men, then let's take a look at that. But what's something is, there have been, just in the past month, 2 different people that he's taken a look at through his normal checks that a primary care physician would miss, that they've actually had something serious going on with them and needed to go to a specialist or a hospital, not to a clinic or a primary care doctor. Wow. He identifies that. So, but he was doing surgery, assisting in surgery at MD Anderson before he was doing this. So he's high level and a proud 30-year military vet.
Wow.
As there many are here in Dickinson. Mm-hmm. But we are so excited to be here, and there's some awesome stuff in here.
It's beautiful, yeah.
Yes.
So we had a question. Where are y'all located? This is from Tina. She asked on our Facebook feed. Where's the location?
We are, if you go, we're 1 mile from 45 on 517. So if you're coming from Galveston, hang a right on 517, that Dickinson exit, go down a mile.
Okay.
Yep.
So why Dickinson? Why that area?
Oh, well.
Well, that's a long story.
Well, first of all, and now she doesn't call John Bargerstock John or Dr. Bargerstock. She just calls him
My Bargerstock.
Well, there you go, my Bargerstock. And John Bargerstock has a piece of property in Dickinson that he wants to build his retirement home on, and so basically he just said Dickinson would be the location that it's so close here by the League City, by Texas City, and by just the people in Dickinson. Basically, he felt we're underserved for what we're doing, and so for that reason, he said, let's try Dickinson. And he's leaving his property one day, and he sees this strip center that you're talking about that went through a flood with Harvey and all, but it fixed up and looked beautiful. And on one end, CBC Construction, Steve Garrett, and he does big commercial build-outs and you name it. The other end, Corey Magliolo. And Corey, big pillar of the community, both of them, and he owns the Blue Water Insurance. And in between the two, it was just it was empty. So John goes in there and hey, what are you guys going to do with this space? Well, when he went in, they had pinball machines and all. It was like a man cave. It was like going to be their big man cave. And John convinced them, why don't you go ahead and let us get in there? And this might just be the right spot. So, we prayed about it, we thought about it, we put it in the man upstairs' hands and said, where do we need to be? And he led us here. And we have met so many wonderful people, including yourselves. And this community here in Dickinson has just been phenomenal, and we love it.
So was it actually going to be just a man cave? Like they were just going to hang out there?
Yes.
Like storage and just like hanging like cool things. My wife won't let me keep this here. We're going to have
Yes,
here.
pinball machines and like all of that.
I think they were angry because we interrupted the pinball game.
Can we help you? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all have a clinic there. So if somebody's coming in, they're going to get tested. Like what's the first thing? Like somebody comes in like, hey, I want to have some of y'all services done. Like what's the steps?
Ooh, Becky, the first thing, come on.
So the first thing is to figure out what services they want done. We offer more than just hormone replacement therapy for men and women. We do B12 injections, Botox fillers, weight loss plans, and spider vein treatment. We do a little bit of everything. So I figure out what they're wanting to get done. I get their information, and I get them on the schedule.
Okay. So Curt, whenever we went, what we see, KHEA. So we were thinking testosterone. We're like, oh, this would be interesting. People would probably want to learn about this. But we didn't realize that y'all did all those other things as well. Mm-hmm. So I guess like after hearing that, is there anything that sticks out that you would like to learn more about?
Well, I think weight loss is one of those things that everyone kind of needs to learn about and figuring out. And that's one of the things you guys do there as well. Is that just because of when you get your hormones balanced correctly, you're able to digest food better? I'm sure Dr. Chapa would know for sure as well, but is that kind of the same situation that you guys go through?
Kind of, but if someone's coming in for testosterone therapy, then they're there, and we kind of just like upsell them on the weight loss. Make sure that all of our patients are aware of all the services that we offer. So if they do want another service, then they can do it right then that day.
So what happens is a lot of people that come in, some are just so fit and they're working out and they're doing everything right. So for us men, when you go and you hit a certain age, it's harder to lose those pounds and all. But some people, they're great. And so if you stay active, you eat right, you have a good diet, you stay healthy, I mean, your chances of being healthy just are so much better, including your hormones and your levels. That can help. Most people don't need to have a shot at a certain age, but there are 1 in 3 guys over 40 who do. But a lot of people, you also, when they're in there, like me, it's not just my low testosterone, but it's my weight. And what am I going to do about it? So if I'm sluggish anyway, like, oh, man, I want to work out or I want to do this, but I want it gives me the energy to make it happen, right?
Right.
So with that, we've got, different programs for weight loss, but for what suits each individual. It's really a tailored kind of deal.
So how else do y'all tackle the weight loss? Is it through supplements or like eating or like putting them on an exercise regimen? Is it a combo?
Yes, everyone's different. So we have 3 different types of weight loss plans basically, but every patient who is interested in weight loss starts with our InBody machine. They get a body comp. I'm sure everybody knows what a body comp is. You go to the gym, you get one, but the InBody is like top of the line. Like you get on it, 45 seconds later, it'll tell you how much water, muscle, and fat you have in your right arm. Your left arm is so very specific. And then you sit down with Barshock, and he goes over everything with you, make sure you understand it, answers any questions. And depending on the individual, how much they need to lose and their age, all kinds of things, then he'll decide if they need to start with the HCG or if they go for the skinny shot because they don't really have a lot to lose, but they just want to lose a little bit. We have the skinny shot, which is the Lipo-C. And then if it's really hard for them after the HCG to lose weight, if the HCG didn't work, then we can prescribe some medication.
So we had a gentleman who owns Sanctuary Gym in Friendswood. Jonathan is his name. And so we had him in studio a while back. And one thing he told us is that whenever he's going to start personal training with somebody, he wants them to go get their levels tested, because he said you can do everything right. You can train as hard as anybody does in the whole world, but if you're not where you're supposed to be, you're kind of doing it all in vain. It's not going to help any. So what he does is he has them get their levels tested, make sure everything's right, or get some get some shots of this and that and get it adjusted so that way all the hard work you put in diet, exercise, cardio, anything else you do is actually going to be beneficial.
Exactly. And what you're saying, John Bargerstock's like is really the word he likes to use for that is optimization. So yeah, he gets your hormone levels and whatever levels need to be optimized, and then from there you go.
So here's another thing that I don't know if it's just like a society thing, but sometimes you think of that like, man, low testosterone. I don't have low testosterone. You know, what does that mean? Like, does that make me any less of a man? Does that make me less manly? You know, and there's also that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Stigmatism. There's a huge stigmatism. It's still kind of taboo to people lately, or to everyone right now. It's still like, you know, just people are like, they're just a little bit ignorant, and not in a bad way. It's just that they don't understand what it's for. They think one thing whenever you say, hey, you know, we have a low testosterone clinic, you know, so. Yeah. But once they start looking at it and really understanding your hormones and what all it affects in your body, they're like, oh, okay, maybe that does work for me.
Yeah, check. You know, kind of look through the checklist. Has this been something that's probably been going on for hundreds of years, and now we just have the science, or is this something due to, you know, the way they process foods? You know, things have changed over the years, so now it's like, man, we need to alter what we do. Yeah,
I mean, back before we started with all the processed foods and everything that we have in our diets today, and then, you know, I mean, things were different. You know, the hunter and gatherer stage of life. But now that we're in this kind of realm, a lot of people they're overweight. But low testosterone, I mean, that's something that it is right now getting a lot of education. Right now, a lot of people understand it because they hear radio like this or some ads about low T, get tested, but there's a lot of people who don't understand the complexities of it and understand it. But you talked about the shame part, or what, do you feel less like a man? I mean, like I got two boys and they played a fantasy football, you know, and so one of their names, you have these little handles. You know, one was "My dad has low T." You know, and
I love that name.
It's a creative name.
Creative.
You know, it's like, really. So, but you know, whenever
the biggest insult ever.
So, but when it's reversed, I don't know what my name's going to be this year, because
not anymore.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So, at what point should somebody start looking into some of, like, saying like, oh man, I really need to come and check this out?
Adding on to your question, is it a certain age, or is there a certain checklist? When should somebody be like, should I come in?
There's, like, typically we don't really treat men 25 and under, because it's usually, unless there's something like, say they had like some kind of tumor and they had to have radiation. Radiation actually destroys your testosterone. So if that happened, you know, there's a reason that he had it. But usually it's like late 30s, early 40s-ish is whenever
you start to see that decline or the adjusting.
Right. So if they start running low on energy, their motivation's gone, they don't want to do stuff that they used to. It's almost
they start
like
dressing
depression.
up as hot dogs.
Right.
You know, like, no?
That could be one of the
It's almost
signs.
like depression, honestly. And I hear from our patients, I've been in this for 7 years, and I've heard from most of our patients that it's usually the third or the fourth shot that I start seeing that change in them. They'll come in and they're like all shy or moody or grumpy, and usually around that third or fourth injection, that third or fourth week, they're completely different, and they're so happy.
Mr. Grumpy. Over here, Kurt, are you okay?
No.
Okay, so whenever somebody comes in, like, as far as getting your levels checked, you know, what does that process look like? Is it a test on paper? Is it a test, you know, like saliva, blood?
It's just a simple blood test. You come in, it's a simple blood test. You wait in our awesome waiting room with huge TV, all the drinks and snacks that you can handle. And then 20 minutes later, we run our testosterone and PSA in-house in the lab.
Oh, wow.
And so 20 minutes after you get your blood test, you're in the room with
you get the results right then.
Right, just for the testosterone and PSA. The rest of the labs will send out But usually that first time just doing the testosterone in-house, we'll know if they're treatable or not.
Okay. I know a lot of like if you go to a physician, you know, you got to go to your primary, and then they send you somewhere else, and then they're going to test your blood there, and then they're going to test your blood again, and they got to send it to the lab, and then you got to wait probably a week, 2 weeks, and then they're going to send the results not to you, to the doctor so they can read it, and then they got to schedule you to come in so they can read you the results. So the process is not 20 minutes. That actually sounds like I would wait there and and read me my rights. You know?
Yes.
So
yeah, it's really easy, and then all the rest of the blood that we send out, we get it the next day. So typically if they have to have 2 blood draws, or if they're on the line with the total testosterone that we checked in-house, we schedule them for the very next day for them to come in so we can go over all that blood work with them that we sent out. So
what kind of scale do you measure that on? Like, is it a 0 to 100 scale? And like, where should you be?
As far as testosterone levels, typically what we say is 350 and below is low. So that is low. If you're 350 and above, that's 350 to 1,000 is normal. Yes. Okay. So that's where we're trying to get the guys.
There are 3 or 4 different ways to interpret it. Yeah, there's different calculations and numbers and all. So to give just one wouldn't really give the answer.
So there's tiers. Some people are probably naturally higher than others, I assume.
And there's also what's called, it has to do with the sex binding hormone, and it has to do with certain what's called free T. So you might have testosterone that's at good levels, but it's not actually being used correctly in your body.
Okay.
And so for that, that's when you take the deeper dive, which John and KT Wellness does. It's a deeper dive into, okay, let's look, number one, for typical parameters, is that level low? In 20 minutes, you get to know. After that, from the thorough blood work, then that's what you start really being able to take a look. What's really going on here? And from there, a consult and take a decision, where do you want to go from there? For me, it was you're low and go run around the block for about 2 days and come back, and that was my weight loss program. Just go run, the Forrest Gump treatment. So,
Did you find that you like running?
No, I was forced to run. They just yell at me and say, just run. Because you have to get on the scale. Step 1, every time you come in to check in, Becky's, hey, how you doing? Get on the scale. And so, but it's kind of neat. Let's get on the scale. You know? And so the first thing is that when you do get on, I mean, this is what I like. When you're coming in, once a week or once every other week for some, but once a week, you're coming in. You get on that scale first and you get in. If you're me, I was 331 pounds before I met these guys. Now, I'm still got a ways to go, but it makes me feel better. Okay, it's lower. It's lower. So it gives me something. I'm held accountable. I'm part of a team, and they encourage me. And so it feels good.
How much weight have you lost? Because you don't look anywhere near 300 pounds at all.
You've lost a lot.
So far, 52 pounds, but
that's awesome.
But when I got on that in-body machine, which breaks down everything, how much water is in your right leg, and how much it really breaks down everything in your body.
Every single thing.
And how much level fat did you have? I was looking for the muscle. It was like it was huge. I was in the 3 digits. It was, So she got scared and ran and got John. There's something wrong with him. We've never seen these readings before.
Come on.
But no, and so there's things that as well. Sometimes it could be simple B12. Sometimes some of the teachers in the area, that they need a B12 shot to give them some energy, right? And maybe that gets them started on their campaign to want to go ahead and start to exercise.
I know you had something to say a little while ago.
I was just kind of worried because you were going to take this in a location like down the road and be like,
grumpy.
How can we get Curt? How can we get Curt to do some testing? Because I feel like he needs it. I was just waiting for it. I was anticipating it.
I would never do that to you on the radio. Whenever the cameras are off, whenever the sound system is off, maybe I'd bring it up, but only because we care about you here. We care about you.
Oh,
man.
Hug it out,
that.
Guys. Y'all should hug it out.
Yeah.
That's
No, that's not a hug. That's not even close to a hug.
This is how close we get.
Come on.
Come on. When you spend some time with the guy for 8 hours, 9 hours a day, you hug it out.
I'm like,
gotta hug it out.
Like brothers.
Yeah.
Bickering
brothers.
At times.
At times.
What is B12? Because you mentioned energy. Like, what is that?
The B12 injection?
Yeah, what is that?
So B12 is actually another, it's it's basically another hormone in your body.
Okay.
So it starts going away, whenever you get older and everything, you start losing your energy. It's just another thing that you need to keep up with. And so we give the B12 complex shot. And so that replenishes your B12 that you've lost.
So whenever somebody hears testosterone and, KHEA wellness, it's in the name, I would mainly think you service guys. But are there ladies that go there as well and they can get their levels checked and get that figured out?
Yes, so we are actually the only one out here in the area that we serve men and women for hormone replacement therapy. We're trying to get rid of that whole stigmatism with how it's just all about men and women don't need anything either. But women also have testosterone too, and if our testosterone is low or gone, it affects everything else. Your testosterone goes down, then also everything else goes down. Your estrogen goes down with your testosterone. So when women start feeling like how men feel when they have low T, usually people think it's like menopause or something, but it could just be that your testosterone's too low. And so women actually get on a plan as well. We do a different plan for the women, but yeah. So we mainly have, most of our patients are mainly guys, which is great, but we do have a lot of women patients too, and so we're trying to make that happen and stop separating everything,
Yeah.
It's just, it doesn't make sense, so,
Okay. So is it just a feeling whenever ladies feel like they should come in, like, hey, I'm having the list, or is it a certain age, like maybe like guys, I feel like, hey, 35, 40 years old, and you see a shift, then maybe you just come in. For ladies, is there a certain age, or is it just like that checklist, like the fatigue and different stuff?
It's the checklist. Like, I'm 31, and whenever I got tested, whenever Barstock tested me the first time, my testosterone wouldn't even come up on the chart. It was said negative or less than 3. Like, there was nothing. And I'm like, no wonder. And my thyroid was all messed up. So I take testosterone cream 3 days a week, and that has made my testosterone go up, which makes my estrogen go up. So I'm balanced again now. And my thyroid is now balanced.
Testosterone cream?
Yes. But
like lotion?
Yeah,
Nice.
but it's only usually women that take it because it's not enough for men. The men need the full injection. The women, they just need a little bit, because if we do the injection, then we'll start growing mustache or something.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
No.
Hey, I don't grow really, I grow facial hair, but my facial hair is not that good. Is that like a sign of potential, or is it just like my genetics?
Genetics.
Okay.
He's kind of concerned about that a little bit.
Well, if I could get like a shot right here or put some of that cream on and it fills in a patch, then I would be okay with that,
My Aunt Bonnie, actually, she does, and we've actually talked to her about maybe starting it maybe at our location or another one a couple days a week. She does microneedling, and she actually does the microneedling tattoo. So, like, if guys are balding, and they're self-conscious about it, she'll microneedle it, and it looks so real.
You could probably do that for a beard too, but you'd have to keep it all the time.
You can.
You'd have to keep your beard all the time.
Yeah, you can do it, and then you just have to really want that forever.
Yeah.
And then John Barstock and Becky took it to the other level. We have beard oils and beard creams there that are seriously on the counter. They smell really good.
Yes.
Nice flavors. And so we got that beard oil in there as well. And part of the other things as far as being healthy, there's a product called KHEA that John Barstock uses, and really it's a very successful, really good product. And there's 3 simple pieces to it. A sunrise that you take, and then there's during the day there's the nitro, and then after the nitro, then you've got a sunset. And it's a good combination with a healthy lifestyle. So it's really good.
It's really great. My son's been on the sunrise since he was 2, and his eczema and asthma is like so much better.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. And he calls it his powers juice.
Powers.
He's like, Mommy, my powers are getting low. He doesn't
goodness.
even know what he's doing, but he's super, super picky. He
Yeah.
won't eat nothing. So in the sunrise, it has all the vitamins and minerals and everything that you need. So in there is actually kale and all of that stuff. He doesn't even know he's drinking it. So I'm like, that's awesome. So I don't have to worry about him being such a picky eater.
So right now we're out of time. Is there anything else y'all would like to share? And remind everybody one more time how they can find you on social media and the location.
Sure. Becky, how can they find us? And first of all, we want to say thank you
Of course.
to the great people here at Furniture Zone.
Oh, we
I
love
love seeing the cross up there, not for sale, beautiful. The things here are awesome. So great. This right here in Dickinson.
How much for the cross?
Yeah, see?
Not full sale.
Okay, that counts.
Beautiful things here.
Absolutely
Beautiful things.
beautiful. And thank you to Bill Smith from AJ's Meat Market. He's the one who hooked us up. So thank you so very much. He's awesome.
So right here's how to get a hold of us. Here's a so you can put your vitamins, healthy stuff in. There's our phone number there, 833-539-8123. For those that are really old, it's 833-539.
Huh?
Scratch that. For those of us that are old, it's 833-KEYT123. It spells it out if you did that on the pad.
KEYT. See, that's
See?
what they have here.
That
They
was
have
the
zone.
that was the dramatic pause. 833 KEYT123. And then we got our website and Facebook.
Yeah, KTWellness.com. Please like and follow us on Facebook. It's KT Wellness Dickinson. And we have a lot of great things on there. We're always having fun, joking around. There, we posted a video of Barstock riding around on this little antique little scooter thing. We're always joking off, and it's great. So follow us there and on Instagram.
And guys, we're going to follow you too. We
already did that.
we have hundreds of followers, and look, you guys are some great guys. What you're doing is really nice and excellent. We appreciate it. We're very grateful. Thank you so much for having us.
We're going to have
out.
to come visit you guys.
Yes, we're right down the way.
Yeah.
We're
All right.
517 and Yvonne.
Yes, there we are in Dickinson.
All right, guys. Hey, y'all have a blessed day. It's Friday. Try and do something positive today. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, we'll be back on Monday at 8:30-ish on 99.5 FM KHEA Radio. Everyone, be blessed.